Welcome back, everybody. Last session was session 3, and here's what happened. Our tale last left off with you standing on the obsidian path where the body of a female half-orc lay in eerie stillness, a member of the pincer posse. She had fallen to an ambush, her life ended by a brutal wound. While searching the area, more grim signs emerged. Others had fallen here too. And as you followed the tobacco stain trail, it revealed a fresh blood trail that beckoned into a different direction. Resolving to uncover the truth, you pressed on, following the blood path trail. It wasn't long before you found another wounded pincer posse member, slumped and weakened outside of a concealed cave entrance. He had succumbed to an arrow wound to the stomach, his blood pooling beneath him, and with caution you moved forward, venturing deep into the darkness below. Inside, the first sight to greet you was grim. 2 large, black-scaled lizardfolk lay dead just outside an ominous set of black iron double doors. A closer look told you they'd fallen less than an hour before, and the door, however, was protected by a powerful magic barrier, one that would need dispelling before any dared pass. You pressed on stealthily through the cavern, only to come upon a group of 4 battered lizardfolk, sparring intensely. With practiced skill, you all moved into position, taking advantage of their weakened state to launch a well-coordinated ambush. In mere seconds, you dropped all 4 lizardfolk in a flawless assault, leaving them defeated before they even knew you were there. Now, continuing deeper into the cave, strange sounds caught your attention. Bird-like chirping from the east, and a purple light glimmered from the north. Choosing to investigate the light, you followed the purple glow. Rounding a corner, you discovered a lizardfolk shaman's chamber. She sat at the center of a ritual circle of bones, draped in white robes and wearing a gleaming golden amulet. A book was strapped across her chest, and she demanded to know who you were and why you had come. Arkin took the lead, trying to ease the tension, while Fancy stepped forward, explaining that you were seeking the pincer posse and had encountered her soldiers. When the shaman pressed for details, Fancy confessed, well, they're dead. At this, the lizardfolk eyes flared with fury, and she summoned a massive skeletal warrior to her side. The battle that erupted was fierce. Fancy struck first, weakening the skeleton warrior just enough for Finwick to follow up, channeling his monk training to deliver a powerful blow, finishing it off. Spells and arrows filled the air as the lizardfolk shaman hurled dark magic at you, nearly claiming Talbot's life with a devastating inflict wound spell, stopped only by a well-timed silvery barbs. Just as Finwick attempted to retreat, the shaman landed a vicious necrotic bite, leaving him staggered. Yet with skill and strength, you pushed on. Talbot landed a critical strike, felling the shaman and ending the fight. And now with the shaman defeated and her chamber still before you, it's now awaiting your next move. So that is the recap. And if you'd like, I will describe the room to you again. Okay, so an old tattered rug rests in one corner, while a few containers and boxes are scattered haphazardly around. Along the far wall, an ancient broken desk holds a large weathered book. Various types of wild mushrooms grow along the cavern walls, their faint glow casting eerie shadows across the room. In the center of the chamber was a circle of skeletal remains in a ritualistic pattern. Then there was the lizardfolk in the white robes. She had a golden amulet that gleamed against her chest and a leather-bound book tied to her body with a white ribbon. And that's it. That's all the things that you've seen in there. So, we'll pick it up here. You guys can say or do what you want.
I think Finwick would be interested in the skeletal remains. I'd like to investigate them to determine if these are humanoids, if they're like lizard folk skeletons, just kind of walk around, see if there's anything other than the bones in the pile, that sort of thing.
Okay. All right, give me a... I'll let you choose between investigation or medical, because medical would be like, what biology for all these different types of creatures. Humanoids are all humanoids, not really things from...
I'll do the medicine check for the determining what kind of creatures and things these bones are, and how old the remains are, things like that. So medicine seems right.
Yep, go for it. Okay. With a 14, I'm going to say you kind of pick up that they are a wide variety of races, but primarily just common races. You pick up that some elf, dwarf, human, gnome, halfling, and you don't pick up anything like Lizardfolk. So you don't think there's any of that shaman's own kind in here. But
to our knowledge, this is, without knowing the Lizardfolk were here, did we primarily think this was an uninhabited island?
Yes, well, you didn't know anything about the island at all, and all the captain
There were no towns or anything on it that we knew of. Like
no, it's very small, and like the captain said, it's just literally a weird obsidian piece of land protruding from the ocean with jagged spikes around it, and everyone just avoids it. And there was all kinds of rumors about like just dangers there. Like, didn't say what kind of danger, but sailors talk, right, in hushed whispers and tales, and they just said, yeah, don't go over that way. And that's pretty much it.
All right, then Finwick will say, looks like other visitors to this island weren't so lucky. There are all kinds of races here, and I don't think any of them were from here, considering them the matched company, elves, humans, all kinds of different that shouldn't be here.
Talbot, while taking in what Finwick is saying, is going to take a closer look at like the mushrooms in the room. I know they're sort of illuminating here, but just want to sort of like, do I know if they have any other potential properties, or is it just like as a light source or anything like that? Could I make a check to see?
Yes, of course. Give me a said nature check.
Only 11.
I wonder if I can help him. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to find.
Where is it?
Oh, no, never mind. I thought I had better nature. I do not.
Now, how are we doing help in this? I can't remember if Eddie mentioned. Are we doing it?
Oh, right.
I just typically will let you do it at advantage, or I'll just get you to roll separate. But typically it can just be advantage if you just want to assist somebody, and you can pick the better person to roll at advantage. That's how I like to do it.
Okay. That is the standard way. I know I did it a little bit differently. I think that's what Mel was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, if I can give him advantage with me helping him, I can do that.
Yeah, I can roll again there where I did roll to do another normal roll in that case.
Yeah. Yeah, if Fancy's going around helping size it up.
There,
here.
18. There you go.
Yeah,
So
I'll kind of like flutter around
over.
and see.
Okay. With that, now with an 18, you weren't going to get much with an 11, but
I didn't think so.
But with these, you notice there's a variety of mushrooms. You might be able to zoom in and see them on the map, but like, so as you can see, they're all down around here. There's some scattered up around here. They're all kinds of different shapes and sizes. I will say with 18, you're able to identify which ones are for your party, which ones would be edible as nutrition. You can pick out which ones are edible but won't do anything for you. And you know a few that would be poisonous. Other than that, you do, with an 18, I'll say you're not sure what particularly, but you do know that some of these are used in various alchemical concoctions just for making various magic effects.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to like try to harvest some of those, just like an amount there, just to put them away for later. Yeah, no, but I'll try to harvest some of those, just to sort of put them away in my pack and like in some of the jars that I have.
All right, make a note of magic mushrooms.
Just magic mushrooms. Purple
Magic
mushrooms.
Put it with a question mark.
Yeah,
And,
I will sort of figure it out later on.
Later.
Yeah. But now let's check with the rest of everyone
Eddie?
else. Yes.
Can I search this this lizard person?
You certainly could. All right. Did I actually put things on here? Okay.
I'll assist him.
Oh, you're assisting him searching the body. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, where you guys come from, if somebody hits the dirt, you loot them real quick, do you? And take off.
That's the plan.
From the streets. But no. All right. So looking over this fallen Lizardfolk shaman, there is... as I said, a large leather-bound book with a painted cover depicting a set of dark iron double doors streaked with green paint.
Ooh.
As well, a golden amulet that gleams against her chest as well. Other than that, not really anything other than the robes. No weapons or anything like that. Has no need for carrying, seems like, anything else on her person.
Okay, I'll take the amulet and pocket it for now. I'll identify it later. And I'm going to take the book and just take a quick flick through it. Not read anything, just like to see if it's what language, if I can recognize it, if it's just diagrams, you know what I mean?
So is it fair to say that, Jade, you'll probably take the amulet and Arkin took the book?
No, Arkin has both.
Oh, he took both? Oh, okay. I just thought he mentioned
I
both.
was going to identify the amulet later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
As
I didn't hear you if you said you took both. Okay. So, this book that you have... let's see. The question is, do you speak and read and write Draconic?
99% sure I do. I still double check. I do.
Ooh, okay. So, now this might take probably, a couple minutes, just a minute or two at least to be flicking through. But I guess you got time because everybody else is searching and gathering herbs and stuff, right? Yeah. So, as you look through this book, now, I will let you know if you could not read Draconic, there's a lot of crude paintings in here with a variety color of different paints. And you would have probably had to have deciphered what was going on in this book by looking at pictures. However, since you read Draconic, the book instructs the reader to place the heart of the Lizard King within the empty socket of the amulet. And you look at this crude drawing of an amulet, and it actually looks similar to the
amulet I looted?
Yes. And then it goes on to say, to craft a spirit conclave brew, one must mix exactly 1 9-ounce vial of water with the yolks from 2 nightstone skimmer eggs, then mash luminescent algae and corrodiclaw venom into a paste and add it to a liquid mixture. Boil the liquid, then add a single drop of Lizardfolk blood. And then the instructions explain that the one who drinks the spirit conclave brew while wearing the socketed amulet in front of the shielded double doors will gain the knowledge needed to break the seal. And in the intro to this book, it essentially explains that this is the instructions for entering the sacred area. And, and it explains, like, in case something were to happen to the shaman, it's instructions left for someone else in their tribe.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the end of the book, Eddie, rip it a page.
What do you mean rip out a page?
Rip it an empty page.
Oh, I thought you meant... Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. You rip out an empty page.
Take my quill thingy, and I begin to write down all the ingredients of that potion, if I have time. Well, I'm going to do it anyways, because we kind of need this.
You could just take the book, or you just rather would...
I'm going to take the book.
Okay,
but
you want to
just in
convert it
case,
off? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm going to hand it off to other people who probably can't read Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, so I'm going to copy it out in English, or Common, to... Yeah, so when I'm done that... Oh, you can go on to other people, so you see what they're doing while I'm doing that.
Yep, it's all good. All right. So,
So
Can
So
I
things
say
we have-
something? Oh, sorry. I was going to say, can I say something to Talbot?
oh yeah, for sure. You can do that before I hop on the mic.
Okay. Just because as I noticed him digging for the mushrooms, and I figured I'd just come over and help him. So what do you want these mushrooms for?
Oh, they may be useful later on.
Useful how?
Oh, lots of ways. Some are edible, some are not so, but they have other uses. For friends and foes.
I'm guessing you're going to use them for foes. Of course,
Possibly.
Clever. All right.
Thanks for your
Sure.
assistance.
No problem.
And Zalen is the only one haven't heard from yet.
Well, while they're all searching around the area and stuff, Zalen just goes like right to where they came in and posts up as a watch.
Oh, keeping watch. Okay.
Yeah. The things you mentioned in the room that we haven't interacted with yet, you said there's like a desk with a tome on it, and then there's the rug, right?
Yeah, there's a rug, and then there's a desk with a tome on it. Yep, that's pretty much the only other things.
Once everybody's had a chance to do a thing, I'll do another thing.
Yeah, I want to give everyone a chance before I sort of said anything else.
While I'm walking around the circle of bones. Oh, sorry, you go first.
No, it said that I need the amulet and I need to put the heart of the Lizard King in it. But it also said I need to brew a potion and drink it. Was the potion called the Heart of the Lizard King, or do I need the potion and something called the Heart of the Lizard King? Or is it not clear?
No, there's illustrations and drawings.
Yeah.
It would have been really funny if you didn't speak Draconic, because then I would be like, a bulbous-shaped glass vial containing blue liquid connecting two cracked green and blue speckled eggs. The next image shows a dark blue mushroom with a light blue trim being combined into a bowl with dark green liquid drops. Beside the bowl is a sketch of a yellow blob. The following images depict the yellow blob being mixed into a bulbous glass vial with a blue and brown mixture.
This is very complex.
The final sketches show a fire heating the vial, with a black scaled hand dropping red blood into the mixture, and a robed figure standing in front of large double doors with green etchings drinking from the vial. There's a lot of crude drawings.
Okay, so I'm going to hand my paper off. I'm going to go over to the Talbot, and say, you're a herbalist, and you know a lot about nature by the look of it, what I gather?
You gather correctly.
The book she had lists the ingredients for a potion that we need to brew to open the door. I wrote them in common because I'm not sure if you speak Draconic, and I hand them the note. You seem like our best bet to find this.
I'll sort of like take the notes and take a look there, and like with the ingredients mentioned there, do I know anything regarding what's it?
Sorry, I posted it as Zalen, but I had Zalen selected.
Zalen, you okay over there?
Zalen's over speaking in tongues.
Yeah. Sorry, I love the fact that there's so much text is just scrolling on his icon. I love it.
It's so good though.
This is weird about this. If I have him selected, because I selected him because remember a second ago, I was like, what are you doing, Zalen? So I just clicked on his token. So then anything I say comes from his token's point of view.
I'm sorry, it was so funny. But taking a look at the ingredients, does anything there sort of strike me as, oh, I know what that is? Or, like, in terms of brewing it, I'm sure I got no issues. But in terms of the ingredients themselves, am I able to learn anything else more about that?
Yeah, you're confident that you're able to follow these instructions provided you had the ingredients. Now, you're not sure what... well, I'll let you roll a nature check. It'll be a high DC if you want to know what luminescent algae is.
Sure, let's take a look. 16.
That is not high enough. You are not sure what it is. This is a very rare algae. There's a reason for it. As for what a Nightstone skimmer is or a Corota claw, anyone who wants to roll any kind. So, like, I'd say that would be nature. These things are just found throughout nature. So, anyone who wants to roll a nature check.
Do you want me to make another nature check specifically for that?
Yeah, because that one was
Okay.
for the algae. You can roll another one. This is for the.
It's for a Corota claw.
I only got an 8.
My nature.
I rolled with advantage. Ignore that. That was not intentional. I'm going to roll again because I was just clicking my dice twice.
Do it to 19.
I did.
Me.
23.
Yeah, that's more appropriate.
And any from Fancy or
No.
Zalen for nature
she's
check?
not naturally inclined.
No.
Wait, how do I have that? My skills look a
Not
little
really.
weird. Just give me one moment. I think my skills are a little weird here.
So looking at this, is Arkan the only one who beat a 20? All right.
Okay.
Well, it would have been a lot of rolling to roll for each individual thing. So I'm going to say all of these rolls here, were they for Nightstone skimmers or were they for Corota claws?
Corota claws.
For Corota claws? Okay.
I only rolled a 7, so it doesn't matter what I pick.
None of you know what it is. Arkan, I'm going to say with a 23, they're a very rare creature. I'm going to give you very little bit of information, not much, but you know it is a subterranean kind of insect-like creature you've heard about. You've, based on rumors and stuff that you heard, that you think they're around medium size, and you know they've had a tendency to terrorize livestock in communities. They kind of like burst up from the ground and like grab like cows or goats and then pull them back underground. And you'll also, with that, I'll say you know one more thing, which is they have like their saliva is acid.
I'll pass all this along to everyone else as well.
And they're quite vicious.
And when you said terrorized livestock, I haven't seen livestock on this island, of course. So is it likely any would be here with my limited knowledge on it?
From your opinion, you would think not. No. You would think not really, because you haven't seen any wildlife, and typically, unless they had a steady supply of humanoids to feast off of. But from your knowledge, it's more like, hey, out on the farm, suddenly some farmer freaked out because, you know, a bunch of his cows went missing, and then they see the big tunnels in the ground, and you know what I mean? And that kind of thing, right? So, but yeah, around here, you wondered how, if they were here, how they would survive, unless they were just eating lizardfolk. And if anybody wants to roll, lots of rolling, but for Nightstone skimmers, you can as well. That'll be another nature check. DC's much...
Ooh! Nat 20!
Much lower on this one.
With that nature check, I'm not even...
Is everyone done rolling?
Yeah, I'm not rolling for that one.
All right. Talbot! You know that the Nightstone skimmer is a kind of like exotic bird, kind of picture like a fancy parrot or something, but larger, probably about 2 to 3 times the size of a fully grown parrot. More like a toucan or something like that, along that line, you know what I mean? And that's it. They're not hostile towards people at all, but they tend to be around the ocean a lot. They skim across the ocean, typically at night, and grab different creatures that come up close enough for them to swoop, you know, with their claws, talons, or whatever. And other than that, that's all you know about them.
Okay. And bringing in mind the nest that we saw on the way here, plus birds we heard just in another part of the cave, so something to take a look there.
I was going to look at the rug.
Okay.
Seems weird that this place would have a rug, so I'm going to look at the rug, and then I'm going to move the rug, see if there's anything under the rug, that kind of stuff. So
All
investigation.
Right. Sure. Okay.
Unfriend for my rolls.
Well, with that, you pick up the rug, look under it. You don't see anything of note. And then you put it back down and you look, investigating it. Other than a few flaky black lizard-like scales that may have shed off some lizard humanoid. Otherwise, it just looks like a dirty, very old, kind of dirty rug that you would find. And based on, even though you rolled pretty low, I'll tell you, just because it kind of has the kind of scent of like that it spent a lot of time on a ship or at sea. Like it stinks of that kind of smell. But otherwise, nothing else of note.
Yeah, it's not interesting to me. So that's it. Basically, I'm just going to keep walking around.
Is there anything else people want to check out here? We're moving on.
Did anyone look at the desk?
No.
No one's looked at the desk yet. I'm sort of giving other people a chance if they wanted to do that while I'm sort of going through the recipe.
Yeah, like if anyone wants to look at the desk, they can. If not, I'll do it just so it's done.
Yeah, I think you could do it.
Okay, I'll go look at the desk.
All right. On the desk, you do see a couple empty and a few stained vials and like empty, what you typically would use for potions or vials like that. And they had some weird dried-in concoctions. Some of them have been cleaned out okay, but none of them have any real liquid remaining in them. Other than that, there's a large weathered book. You gonna flip through that?
What book? I am.
Flipping through this, you notice numerous pages of arcane scribblings and symbols. Roll Arcana for me.
Going to Arcana.
With a 17, all you really make out is that these are scribblings where whoever was writing in it was attempting to solve some complex magical problems. Almost like trying to create their own magic through both spell and through alchemy.
Ooh. I'm going to take that and put it in my backpack for later.
And the final page features the illustration of, and again, a crude illustration of the same artist that did the other book, of a robed lizardfolk holding a small brown stick in front of them, while a massive lizard bows its head before the stick.
Okay. This massive lizard, does it look like one of those earth erupting things you mentioned?
No, those were they're more insectoid, like insects. This drawing looks more like, picture like either a dragon without wings or like a large basilisk or something, like a big lizard on four legs, like a Komodo dragon, except it's huge, you know.
A figure holding a stick.
Yep.
Did the shaman have a stick?
No.
Okay, I'm going to turn and point this scene out to everyone and be like, these guys are primitive. If they're drawing this thing is probably here somewhere.
Assume that's the Lizard King mentioned here, sort of holding up the recipe, but don't know what that is. It's causing it to heal.
I don't know.
Sorry, causing what to heal, Nick? I was just curious. What did you say is causing what to heal?
No, is it? But not able to tell what's that thing. Like he's referring to the brown stick. cause it to heal. Not heal like,
not
like
heals and-
wounds.
heal-
Like, heal as in like, yeah.
I thought you meant like literally like who's healing who now?
No, not like cure. Heal as in
heals
bow.
and like
Yeah.
like heals and stay.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the shaman never had a stick of any kind, so I don't know.
Still
Maybe
more of this cave to explore. Maybe we'll find the answers later on.
I'm gonna pocket that book too.
I'm
And
rolling a die.
did you say there was something else there, or was that it?
That is it.
Okay. Are you adding this stuff? Was the items, or you want me to make a note on a note page?
So, I will drag over this. Let me see if this works. Let's see. Will that work? Yeah, okay. So you should see the shaman's amulet is on your page there. Otherwise, you can mark
I wrote
down
down
2 books. You can just create that item. I don't have that to drag over.
That's fine.
All right, but otherwise, that's what you've got.
May not be anything else here. Perhaps we explore more of the cave.
Maybe the chirping. We need eggs.
That's a good point too.
Let's go.
Whoever's moving the orbs, by the way, be careful how you move them, because if you go behind a wall, you'll lose them.
We're going back for the eggs, or
Yeah, I think we're going to
we
investigate the
assume?
chirping just to see if that is like the eggs that we need.
Which way are we?
Which way are we going? We're going the way you're
Sounds-
going.
Yeah.
All right, don't go any
'cause I'm
further.
just
than-
playing with the lights.
I was just waiting for Finn.
Yeah, just don't go any
Brother,
further.
are
than
you
fancy.
coming?
You know what? I'm not fucking with the light. You guys can do it.
Okay. Fine enough.
Fancy's fluttering around her light.
Okay, guys, don't go any further. You probably want me to describe what's happening before
Uh,
you're running through the dungeon.
Jade, there's a light by you now if you want to grab it.
Oh,
Which way are we going still?
Okay, stop.
I
for a
think
sec.
Eddie needs to describe something.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll stop.
Unless you're just running through here without looking, then you, by all means, just keep going. You're like, eyes are closed, we're going. All right. So, this area, a large open area is filled with several bird cages, each containing an exotic bird with bright multicolored feathers, a large curved beak, and striking red eyes. The bird squeaks loudly as if they're communicating with each other, while there's a few smaller cages that hold young hatchlings that chirp wildly.
Do any of these birds match the description of the Nightstone skimmer?
Well, about that. So, I would now share an image, because why not? Zip.
Yeah, that looks like one.
pretty.
Yeah. Now that you see them, you definitely, know what that is. That being said, everyone don't move any further. I have to do something. Did you guys see the dice?
No.
No, it's a question
No,
mark.
it was all question marks.
Okay, all right. Cool. Well, does anyone have a passive perception above 4?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
Yes.
I had to ask.
Honestly, I'd probably have to check.
Oh. Okay, so before you guys even get a chance to analyze what's going on here with these birds or whatever, you picked up on the sound of movement, something stealthing in your direction from down this way. So with that, I think what I'm going to do is, how do you guys react? It sounds like slight movement and it's getting closer, but at a stealthily pace.
Can we
Where-
see?
If anyone
Yes.
wants to give me an actual perception test now, I can give you a little bit more detail really quick. But that
I'll
was
have
your
a look.
passive.
Okay.
I'm
Perception.
gonna move back.
Now that you're actually
I'm on
actively
fire.
alert for it,
Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, I rolled so low.
Poor Steve.
9.
Blows me.
Poor
I don't
Steve.
roll much.
Man, you're having no luck so far with dice rolls.
I got a natural 20 for a total of 19.
Nice.
It's not showing. Anybody else see it?
Get it? What?
I'm looking in the chat log. I don't see any Zalen here.
I see Zalen.
I don't either.
He's
I don't.
third from the bottom. He's right above you, Jade.
I don't see him.
No,
Nope.
I got
What?
Fancy above Jade.
In mine, I'm
I
above
s-
Jade.
I see Zalen. Why am I the only one to see Zalen?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
weird.
here. I am me.
Maybe,
What?
maybe Zalen isn't real.
I am here.
Everyone else, who's Zalen?
Do you guys remember a guy with pink hair? He's not here no more.
All right. So Zalen, hopefully your next roll. Give me one other roll just to see if all your rolls are like that, or if it's just that one. Give me some other roll. No, I see
I
now.
saw
that
that.
That rolled.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I saw the first one.
That's weird.
Zalen and Jade, you pick up on that it's two probably humanoids, and they're stealthing in quick from this direction. And you're only going to have basically I'm giving you guys one action each before something happens. So tell me what you want to do.
I'm going to just say 2 approaching from the southeast.
I'm gonna move up by Fancy to protect her.
Can do we have control of the lights, or is
No.
it?
Well, technically, if you move and Arkin assigned one to you, you can move one with you.
I
Good.
will go up to meet them head on,
Oh, okay.
taking the light with me to where we're southeast.
Yeah, southeast.
I never saw them, so I'm just going to move down.
Oops.
Yeah, I
I'll
just sort of
just
move closer to the
go
group.
here.
just to see.
It's so hard. I had to select you all individually because if I did
And I mean,
a mass select, I grabbed
also,
all
if
the.
Jade wants to, oh sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I grabbed all of the balls of light, and they were going on the initiative. So
If Jade wants to come with me, I'll give her a nod, and then I'll kind of like direct my head if she wants to stay with me. But if she wants to hang back, that's totally fine.
I only have 30 feet of movement. I suppose if he'll let me use my, to dash with you, I'll stick with you.
yep, you get like
Is
a
this,
round. That's fine.
Is this like a stalagmite, Eddie? It looks kind of like a
This
stalagmite.
one, yeah, it is a big boulder. So where you're, Talbot, there you go. You got to get off it. No, that
Yeah, okay.
you can't be up there, Arkin, because that's kind of a massive boulder.
I'm not up it. I'm up I got cover.
Right there is good. Yeah. If you go any more further, like right here, you'd have to start climbing up this big spike thing.
Okay. Nope, just want cover.
Next question is Zalen, how long did those armor buffs that you put on the two ladies there, how long does that last for?
Oh, that's probably gone
I'm
now.
wondering if it's still up or not.
Let's see.
Is it 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to just disable that effect on you and you because it's been more than that length of time. So, you guys, you all go there, you start rushing towards it. I will point out now that these two, which I will now make visible, were trying to stealthily move up to ambush you as they heard you coming in with all your light sources and all that kind of stuff. But they're not getting an ambush, obviously, with their stealth roll of 4. So with that, I'm going to put both of these two, toggle their combat state, and then we're going to roll initiatives. Does everybody see everybody's token up top now?
No.
I see myself, Arkan's, and Zalen's.
Okay.
I see myself, Arkham, and Zale.
Well, you'll see them
I
once
see
it gets
myself,
through their
Arkin, and
turn.
Zalen.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
All
see
right.
Archon and Zalen.
Roll some initiatives, everybody. Oh, wow. That one rolled high. Oh, I rolled high for both. And then I will begin said combat after. Once I see everyone is rolled. Waiting for Arkin. The ill-tempered Zakris warrior. Now this Lizardfolk, full health, was patrolling the area when they heard you come in, and now this is as close as they got to you all. So they hiss off something in Draconic that only Ardak would hear, and they're like, "Who are these intruders? Get them!" 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's again. It just happened to be that Fancy's exactly 6 squares away from the enemy. Just your luck, right?
All good.
It's all good. So this one rushes up and lunges forward with a bite attack. I should probably target you first. Target and attack and normal. And a really high roll of 22.
Can't see your dice.
Oh, I got it on private. I'm sorry, I'll take that off. Public roll. But I rolled a total of 22 so far to hit. It's going to go through. No barbs or nothing, right?
No.
Okay, here comes the damage.
Yep.
Whoa, max damage!
Big damage.
Maximum damage. So I will apply it to you automatically, so you don't need to do it.
Oh, okay.
You are now injured.
Oof. That was a huge chunk of health.
Okay, how do I not target you? There we go. So this one lunges forward, has a spear and a short bow on its back, spear and arm. Like all the guards around here, the ones that are like patrolling, seem to have that. This one, however, kind of ran on all fours briefly before lunging through the air with its spear off to the side, but this did a bite attack, didn't it? So it just and it just as you're hovering probably 5-10 feet in the air, it just lunges through and snaps onto you, doing a horrific bite across your thigh. Blood sprays out everywhere. With that, Zaylin, you are up.
I am going to target the one that just attacked Fancy, and I'm going to cast Sorcerer Burst on him.
Sorcerer Burst, huh?
Sorcerer's Burst.
Well,
yeah.
good luck. Don't forget to hit T to target them before you roll the attack.
I did.
Oh, you did? Perfect.
Oh,
No luck with that spell, man.
Nope. Got none.
Wow. Well, Sorcerer's Bolt shoots past this thing, goes completely wide, and hits the bird just misses the bird cage in the background. The birds squawk wildly.
That's gonna be all for me.
What is the range on a short bow? Let's see. It's 80 feet. Is it? Okay. Wow. Okay. So, this one is going to stay back here and let loose a shot. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, pretty much 5 targets. Arcan's too much cover. So, I'm going to go from left to right, and we're
now,
going to...
depending on where it's shooting from, some people might have cover from that bird cage there, but I can't see where the token is, so I don't know who that would be.
Okay, so it is number 2 is Finwick. And okay, I will say this big bird cage here is going to give you he technically could move to get a better shot if that's his target. He didn't use any movement, so he might as well. It makes sense, right? Why would you not? Right here would be open enough that there would not be any cover. So going to do a straight shot, and let me target you. Short bow attack. Watch the arrow shoot across the map with the animation. I love it. Oh, I rolled high.
In the neck.
It's a 19 to hit. Assuming it goes through. Damage. Normal. Max damage again.
Eddie!
What is happening?
Eddie! He's got his Shadow Dark settings on tonight.
Oh, I do, yes. All right, so this arrow sticks in your lower abdomen, Finwick. Short bow bolt, one of those feathered ones. And you notice now, yes, the feathers that are used on these arrows are the same that are these birds in the cages. Okay, with that said, we move on to Helmet.
Okay, I'm gonna try and take on the one that's closest to us. So I'm gonna make a attack with my hand crossbow at the ill-tempered
Target him
6
first?
warrior. Yep. Oh, right. That's
Yep, there you go.
There we
I
go.
can tell when you have a target at sea.
Yeah. And let's do an attack.
Ooh,
That's probably a
miss.
miss. That's a miss.
You missed.
Okay. But I'm gonna use my bonus action to make an attack again. So we still target it.
No, that's a hit.
Oh, that's a hit. I'll apply my Vex, but first I'll do some damage. So damage is... it's normal. Not a lot of damage. Only 5.
Okay, apply. It is injured.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just sort of position myself here a bit.
Fenwick, there's a short bow bolt sticking out of your abdomen, but otherwise you
I
are...
just look down and I take it and I rip it out, drop it on the ground.
Ugh. So fast. So fast.
And I'm going to
Target it.
do a... Yep, first I'll target it. And I'm going to do an unarmed strike for my first attack. Okay, I keep forgetting it goes in the chat logos there. Okay, and normal.
Decent, decent. That's a hit.
Okay, and damage.
You can just use the damage that's in the chat log. Yep, perfect.
Yep.
Ooh.
My attacks on this guy are to knock out, not to kill.
Okay, good to
By the
know.
way. Okay,
Tis barely
he goes-
injured.
barely injured, but that's still how I'm doing it.
Yep.
And I'll take one bonus action attack on him. Another unarmed strike. Oh, I could just use the same one. I didn't have to open a new
That's
one.
right. Yeah, you can just use the
Okay.
same one. Saves you less click.
I'll get used to this system eventually. Oh, miss.
No.
Yeah, this one you go to punch, and when you do, it kind of like it's in the middle of trying to dodge your last attack, and you like basically punch it hard into guts, and as it bends over in pain, this time you punch the top of its skull, and it actually did more damage to you. I'm not gonna make you take damage, but it's like punching a hard skull, and you weren't expecting that movement, so it's just like hurt your knuckles, and that didn't quite hurt that. More like a glancing blow on him. Otherwise, Fancy, you're up and injured.
All right, I'm gonna cast Booming Blade on him,
Well, it's on you, but I guess it's on them.
or on me, or I
Well,
don't
it's
know. I
on
can't remember
you
how to do this.
for one round. Yeah, it's a confusing spell. But yes, that's fine. Just go ahead and just do a regular
and then-
attack. Oh, I target them first, of course, too.
Oh yes, that's right. Hold on now.
I'll keep reminding you guys just because...
Ugh.
click harder!
One of these days, guys, I will understand how to use this.
That's a hit. So now you just click on the damage. now.
I got it now. I think.
Ooh, good.
Ooh, okay.
Tell me how you badly injure this thing.
Okay, so he launched through the air to bite me. I draw back my sword, and I drive it through his throat.
Well, he's still
And
alive.
I push him
He's
back
not
down
dead.
to the ground. Oh,
He's badly injured,
thought-
not dead.
oh. Well, still, I
That's fine, though. You
drive
can
it
take a
through
chunk out of his
his-
side of his neck.
yeah.
He's a big boy, so as you cut his neck, side of his neck, just blood starts spraying out. You get a bit of blood
Yeah.
sprayed on you. And otherwise, unless you want to move or bonus action, we'll move on to our...
I'm going to fly around to the other side,
Yep. Get in a better position.
and that's it for me.
I like it. I skipped, sorry. Arkin, you're up.
I target the that one right there,
Mm-hmm.
the badly injured one, and I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Now you're
dude.
doing it too. Fireball. In the
I
chat
had my
log.
character sheet. I have my character sheet over the chat
Yeah,
log.
mine is too. It's a little big over that chat log.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got my
Yes,
character
I
sheet
need-
moved to the opposite side of the screen, and then I minimized.
I don't
just
know
for
what
my
kind of
annoying.
struggles you guys have, because I have so much space on a 4K monitor. I don't know what it's like, what you're playing on, but
I'm playing on.
I'm going to use my inspiration, I think, and try that again.
Yeah. Ooh, critical.
But say people are hurting, so I feel like I need to kill that thing.
Give you severe inspiration.
Decent damage. Oh, how do you finish him with your crit firebolt?
He was just stabbed, so he kind of like screams out, and when I shoot my firebolt, like it lands right in his mouth.
Yeah, bolt right up the mouth as it turns and looks as, it lets out a roar as Fancy is swirling around to flank it. And as it's turning to look towards Fancy, as it, passing by, a firebolt goes right in its mouth. Steam comes out and falls back, Fancy. And the tip of his head hits your tippy toes as you fly through the air. And
she just grins.
Falls to the ground at your feet. Jade, you're up.
Now you're dead.
Come on over here to get line of sight on this.
Target him?
Yeah.
Don't forget
Is he our target?
Are you red? Oh,
Yeah.
you and Johnny are red. That's what confused me. You both have the color red thing. Yep, okay. All good.
That's kind of fitting.
Whew. Nice hit. Rolls your damage. Big damage, too. Badly injured. All right.
Okay.
Describe
I'll
your
stay
bolt
where I am.
attack that badly injured him.
Yeah, I kind of seek a spot in his weakness as he's kind of flanked by Fidwick and sort of shoot through a spot that he's not expecting, so it sort of sinks into his side of his body.
Nice. Zaylin, you're up.
I am going to try this spell one more time.
You can do it.
Now I have a question. Obviously you can move to get in a better position, but if we're going to be applying cover to ranged attacks, I assume the same applies to ranged spell attacks?
Yeah.
So you can just move south. I just wanted to say before you rolled, because obviously you got lots of space to move, but it'd be the same, right? Shooting a firebolt or whatever.
Yeah, if it's an attack roll.
Yeah. That's clear. That's good where you are there, yeah.
I gotta target him because I had the other one targeted. Okay, here we go.
Oh, damn it.
Cursed,
That
man.
was a tease.
I'm going to actually, as the bolt starts to like flicker all the colors, because it starts out as red, and then it kind of almost like rainbows out, and shoots out concentrated flare of like rainbow and light energy. The light energy where it's normally like all my spells come out and they're white, and transitioning into colors. But this time when I shoot it out, it's light. It's the colors, but it transitions into pinks, and it's just all pinks, and then it solidifies as a pink dart. And I'm going to use my favored by the gods feature.
Ooh, what's that?
That is my. I get it for being an ass.
Here it is. Starting at first level. I guess I can click on it. Oh, you can click on it and say use ability. It'll go into chat then.
Yeah.
Or miss with an attack roll. You can roll 2d4 and add it to the total, possibly changing the outcome. Exactly enough. They have 14 AC.
Nice.
Because with your rolling, it's clear to tell you are favored by the gods.
Yeah, I'm pretty unstoppable, I was gonna say. So this is going to be the kind of damage it is first, before I roll the damage. It's...
Ooh.
So
Wish that was your damage roll.
Yeah, you should have just done that for damage, because then it would
Yeah.
spike.
I know, this is thunder damage.
Thunder, okay.
Alright,
Roll another ace.
Yay. 5 is
Ooh.
still good.
All right, describe how your thunderous bolt hits this thing.
So, as it concentrates into pink energy, it goes and hits, but it goes completely disappears before it strikes, and then Finwick, who's next to him, just hears a crackle, almost like a crackling of thunder, and just goes It's like a compression wave hits him in the head.
Nice. Nice cracking sound. Now, the sad Chris warrior clearly sees it's outnumbered, but it lets out a deafening roar as loud as it can, as it howls and echoes through this chamber, clearly calling out, and in the word draconic, Arkin, you know it to be just the word intruders. Shout it as loud as possible. But with that, it's then going to attack the monk in front of it. Here we go. Let's go with a tail attack. Oh, missed by 1.
Nice.
It sweeps its tail to try to knock you prone, but your monk-like agility, you jump over it. Well done. Talbot.
Let's move it up. Get there. Going to take a shot with his hand crossbow. I'm going to target the creature.
Pew!
That's a hit.
Okay. Rolls your damage.
I'll be applying Vex if he lives, but here's the damage. Not a lot of damage.
Oh, describe how you got him to near death.
Hey, I've got one more attack, and this is going to be with advantage now because I vexed him.
All right. Well,
So bonus action. Yeah, bonus
I'm
action.
going to look back at you when you hit him to near death, though.
Oh.
Don't kill it.
Okay. So I am going to make another shot, but I am going to sort of picking up that cue from Finwick. I'll make sure this is non-lethal. This is just enough to sort of like incapacitate it.
Yep. I read that you can just make any attack non-lethal on this, so...
I'm not sure with the new edition. Are you able to do that with magic? I know before you couldn't do it with magic attacks, but I haven't looked into it.
They have it in the appendix. Let me just double check it here.
Yeah.
Oh, only with a melee attack.
Only with a melee attack?
Ooh.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to do this. So,
That's all right. You can kill it.
are you sure?
Yeah.
I told you not to
basically,
kill it. You can do what you want.
No.
Yeah, you're
it-
hitting
it-
with the pot of grass kind of thing with melee.
let me see here. Do I want to? I pick up that cue from you. Do you want? You're after me, so I'm not going to do anything for my bonus action. I'm going to trust in Finwick.
All right,
And
you
end
get
my
the look.
turn.
You get the look, and then you...
Yeah, I'm steadying my shot, and then I see Finwick give me a look, and I sort of like pull it back.
All right, Finwick.
My first unarmed strike. It's not a drag and drop thing. Just going to push that button again.
That's good enough. So we don't need to apply damage because what your
It's only had one?
no, but I think your minimum
Would be enough, probably. Yeah.
what your punch? Yeah. What is your punch damage? Well, roll it anyways if you want. I just won't apply it.
Did I not? Oh, I'll push it again. Conscious, right?
Yeah. So with that, yeah, you
But I'm not
crack
done.
him. Yeah, you crack him with like an uppercut, and you can see he's going limp and just falling to the ground unconscious.
So when he falls to the ground, I drop to one knee, and I do my thing here. I still fucking missed. Jesus Christ.
Well, you because of his natural armor. Let me see now. Actually, no. This game only gives you advantage, right? There's no flat-footed. That's Pathfinder, right? Where you'd lose your.
I
deck.
Yeah, there's no
I-
flat-footed.
There's two. You'd
Yeah, I
lose your
took the
deck.
advantage on that. And I still
Well, it's
missed.
fine. We'll just essentially say that. Well, I wouldn't even get you to roll an attack, really. Because with that punch, combat would have been over. So
That was
I don't
the
know.
idea. I wanted the combat to be over before I punched him with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't get you to roll, not unless something had an crazy high armor class, but this thing has barely any natural armor, so... I'm going to say no, I'm going to let you hit it. I think in this situation, you would be able to hit it. So just describe what you're doing with that.
So when he goes down, so that allowed me to do damage with that particular attack. So when he goes down, I don't think any of you guys have seen me do this because on the ship I was too far away. I do the, the 5-finger death touch that you would have seen in Kill Bill to his chest, and I pull back my hand, and a little bit of life force pulls out of his chest, and I kind of crush it in my hand, and it disappears, and some of the wounds that you saw me take earlier are healing themselves.
Well, now you are barely injured. Very nice. And with that, I'm going to roll something. Okay, and with that, combat appears to have ended for now.
I'm gonna run over to where Fancy's to, because I seen him jump out and bite her. And I'd be like, "Where did you get hit?"
You can clearly see it's from her thigh, and blood is pouring down. But I know you distinctly say that, anyways. But yeah.
Yeah. I say to her, "Where did you get hit?"
Just there. My point.
All right, I'll reach for my medic kit, and then I'll be like, "I got you. Hold on," and I'll open up my medic kit and I'll start hauling out supplies and go to dress the bite that she just got hit with.
Okay.
I flutter, so I'm standing on the ground.
I'm gonna use my healer feat.
So what you have to do is, if they're willing, the other player, they have to spend one of their hit dice that they would roll on a short rest, and if they're willing to spend it, you can heal them for that amount plus your something modifier. I have the same feat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
So you get
now,
Heals 8.
Thank you, Zaylen.
I will point out that guy screamed for that we were intruders before he died.
I guess we should finish up our business in this chamber and move on. Looking around, can we find any eggs? Because I know we need to get. Is it 2 eggs? The Nightstone skimmers
I
here.
believe so.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, 2. Okay, so do we see any eggs in any of these cages or nearby?
you all spread out and start searching around. It takes you about a minute or so. But yes, there are blue and green speckled Nightstone skimmer eggs here. How many do you take? They're eggs,
The
so they're
sheet
quite
said-
delicate.
How many do we see? Just out of curiosity,
Oh, there's a decent amount. There's probably about a dozen. I'm going to say that there's about 12.
The light will be right back.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe we should take 4 just so we have an extra set just in case.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay,
We're
so we'll
leaving
take.
these birds in their cages. If we kill everybody in here, then these birds will die.
Good point. We have what we need, and these creatures are non-hostile. So, I'll go to open up cages.
Is anyone assisting with that? Or is Talbot just going to go around and open them all? There's a lot of cages
I'll
in here.
assist.
I'll
Oh,
open a cage, the one I'm next to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go to another one.
So you all go around, you all start swinging open the little locks, and with that, these big birds and even some of the little chicks, there's some chicks there that are not going to be able to do anything because they're too small. But all the big birds, with that, they all let out squawks, and they all been squawking a bit anyways, but they all start to fly and they fly in random directions. One flies this way, a couple fly this way, a couple fly up north, a couple fly over this way, a couple fly down here, but then spin around and come back up north and then head out this way. And with that, about a dozen of these large toucans just start flying and squawking throughout the caves.
Oh, they were probably squawking the whole time, so if anything, it helps us.
Yeah, and besides, if they come here, it might be a distraction. Okay, but we have our eggs, so I got 4 eggs.
Without a light, I put the light back by them, Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stealth up where I have dark vision. and I got 17 stealth. I'm gonna see what's ahead. See if anything's on their way to ambush us.
Okay. All right. So, so you're stealthing up ahead. So how far are you going?
Oh, I'm gonna go. I was waiting for you. I'm gonna go up to when I start seeing.
I see you
anything.
stealthing off. I'm going to stealth up behind you and go with you.
All right. Well, you two who are moving up here, as you come closer, the area opens into a circular room carved out to hold several large cages. Within the cages are orange patterned sea turtles. The turtles appear miserable, their skin dry and cracked from the lack of moisture in this underground environment. And you also notice several holes approximately 2 feet in diameter are present in the cave walls that lead deeper into the darkness. And I have an image somewhere. Too many things. Here it is.
It's Crush.
Crush.
Finding Nemo.
So
No
you
one
see
laughed.
those. I got it. But I was just busy clicking things. But yes,
All good.
it's these like citron orange type turtles, and they're in there in these cages. But otherwise, that is what I see.
These 2-foot diameter things, are they like floor level, the ground, or are they up higher?
They're like up here in the cave walls,
Okay.
and like down this way.
I'm gonna keep going in to see if this room has exits.
Sure, go for it.
I'll be behind you.
Okay.
And once I
See.
realize that it looks empty, I'm gonna dart up some lights.
Okay, so we're gonna
If
follow. Since we're
Zalen's-
gonna be left in the dark.
Yeah, moving up.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you
It's
all
just
see
started?
it as well. So there's those 2-foot holes in the walls, and otherwise there's a lot of these cages and crates and boxes around. Various different trunks and different things that you would probably see aboard ships. They're all here, and yeah, majority of them have turtles in there.
Sorry, I'm just trying to see. What were the Corona claws? They're subterranean bug-like creatures, but yeah, we're not sure if they'd be on
They
this island.
attacked livestock.
Yeah,
I doubt the sea turtles.
yeah,
Curious about that with the holes in the wall, to be honest.
yeah. Cause like they
Now, when
must
I-
have access to these creatures somehow. Just because, like, if they need to make this, we assume everything they need is on this island.
Exactly.
How big did you say the holes in the walls were? With the diameter?
About 2 feet across, 2 foot, like a 2-foot circle or so. Some of them are 3 feet in size.
So maybe the turtles are livestock for the Lizardfolk.
Start looking at some of these trunks.
Well, they're not actually, for the most part, yeah, there's only like 1 or 2 trunks in there, and you open up, and there's just nothing but a foul stench inside.
Yeah.
These here, they kind of look like trunks, but if you look close enough, they're caged on the side.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You see up here? Like
Oh,
there's
you
cage-
just mentioned them as well.
Yeah, no, I know. I did mention trunks. But it looks like trunks were just used to like carry in some stinky something, and then they were emptied out. And they're like leftover trunks, probably from shipwrecks and that kind of thing, that are not of importance. Otherwise, there's a variety of different cages that are all just filled with turtles. But that's the only other thing of note in here.
Okay.
I kind of want to let them... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, it was mentioned there were some holes, though.
Up here.
Along the walls and down here, 2 foot to 3 foot circular holes, as in that are like, and they're crudely done. They're not like perfectly smooth or anything like that, you know.
Can
More
I
like-
come
more
down
like
and
tunnels.
peer into the one
Yeah.
where my token currently is?
Yeah, you got to fly up a little bit about 5 feet up and look in. And it just leads on into the darkness.
Okay. Arkan, can I have one of your lights? That is not my accent.
Wait, who's that in the dark? I don't know you.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take the light, Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see if I can, with Arkan's assistance, kind of guide it in like a little bit into the tunnel.
Okay, well, it goes in for about 10 feet and then starts to turn. And then just continues on, and then it goes a little bit south, like it goes deeper down into the earth. Now, Arkan, I guess you have to see where you're guiding those lights, right?
Yeah, I would say.
So you can only really bring it up to the corner, and then it stops. But Fancy, are you going in the tunnel to look with the light?
You know what? I'm going to go in the tunnel.
So that's what I mean. You're managed. You're so small. You're able to squeeze in there. Not in a room to fly, but you could like.
No, but yeah. Once I'm in, I'll kind of creep. I'll try to. I'll try to be quiet.
You could crouch walk because you're only 2 foot something, anyways. So
yes.
In a 2 foot tunnel, you can crouch walk. But you go up as far as the light can go, and you just see. It looks like you see. I won't even make you roll a test for it. You can see that this is something borrowed through here with, essentially this earth. So whatever it was, there's like marks enough that you can tell. There's something dug through it or scrape marks.
What does it smell like?
No particular
does
smell.
It smell salty or
just what obsidian would smell like, because it's all like that black volcanic ash, almost like it's just like same as the rest of the island is made out of. Nothing in particular. Okay. No like trail or nothing. No.
She's not very like.
Give me a.
Oh, sorry.
I guess it would be your choice, perception or investigation, depending whether you're looking or actually if you're literally investigating with your hands and kind of like whatever one you want. I'll let either one fly here.
While he's doing that, the claw marks, do they look like they could be lizardfolk claw marks? Do you think or do I think that the lizardfolk will be too big to get into this tunnel?
I wanted you to roll, not him. I don't know who you're referring to for him, but I was talking to you.
Wait, no.
For investigation or perception was for Fancy.
Sorry, I thought you were talking.
Because you're in the tunnel looking at what made this tunnel. So I was assuming.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
I
wanted to give you a hint, essentially.
Okay.
But no, this is the lizardfolk would not. The near 7 foot tall lizardfolk would not fit in here.
Okay. But I can roll investigation or what else?
Or perception, your choice.
I'll do perception. That's.
I was going to give you a clue, but not with a roll like that. Nope, it just looks like obsidian ash everywhere, and it's kind of like the bit of soot gets in your eyes, and you're like, oh, God,
Okay, all good.
Okay. I want to try something. Are you going to say something?
No, you can go ahead. I have a loose idea.
I'm going to go up to one of the tunnels. You mentioned one of them were up here to the north, so I'll sort of go up there. I'm going to go to the edge of it. I'm going to just rub my hands together and just put them up to my mouth, and I'm going to imitate the bleating of a sheep as with druidcraft, because I can imitate the sound of an animal.
I would like you to voice that yourself, please.
I'm going to pause. I want to give him advantage, because my plan, I want to use prestidigitation, try to mimic the sound of footprints and the smell of livestock. I can make odd odors and sounds with prestidigitation.
Okay.
So I sort of rub my hands together. There's this like a green ethereal energy as I bring it up to my mouth, and just go to the tunnel and go. I just like let the acoustics carry it.
That's more goat than sheep.
Still livestock.
Wow. Calling out his impression. Let me hear you do better.
Expert here.
Okay, like you are with crocodiles.
I'd say they were right about the
Exactly.
crocodile.
Crocodiles are reptiles, completely different species.
Oh my.
I'll shut up now.
Oh my god.
That's
All
what I
right.
do. Do you need me to make a roll or anything for this?
So it's a spell that you're using, right?
Well, yeah, it's just a cantrip. Like, so pretty much, I think it's up in chat for people to see. I clicked on it. I didn't mean. So yeah, so pretty much, I'm just doing the sensory effect to bring out the sound of an animal. Like, so that's all. So I don't know if it'll be loud enough for them to hear, but you
Yep.
know, that's what I'm attempting.
No, you shout it down through the tunnels, followed by the prestidigitation backing up of the scent and sounds of goats or sheep. Okay. I would like you, Talbot, to give me a perception test, please.
Okay.
I'm hiding.
Okay. This is straight perception, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Rolled shit. Only 10.
Okay.
Okay. Now, after I do that, I am going to move off to, like, I don't know where the holes are, but I'm going to move to the side of one. So I'll just move over here.
Yep. All right.
God, we suck.
So, quickly, now while they were doing that, I'm going to quickly hop to the others. Is there anything
Yes.
else that Jade, Zelbit, or Finwick want to do? Zalen, sorry. Zelbit. What do I call you? Zelbit? Everybody messes up your name. Zalen, Jade,
Where's
or Finn.
I've got the tongue twister.
Oh my god. Yeah.
No, I'm just kind of staying vigilant and just watch it.
Finwick is looking for signs of feeding. He thinks the turtles are bait, and he's wondering if there's like a blood or turtle carcass somewhere in here.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay. So, you're searching for a carcass?
See if there's like an area like that they would kill a turtle to see if. I'm assuming that these holes are meant for those underground scurrying creatures that we need to find, and I think the turtles are they are fed. So I'm assuming there's a place they prepare the turtle, or maybe they just throw a live turtle on the floor and hope it shows up, and maybe they show up and eat it somewhere. I'm looking for dead turtle.
All right. Give me an investigation check, I guess, as you're snooping around looking for these kind of clues.
Ooh, good roll.
Now we get something.
Probably rolled high, hey? Okay. So, you, as you're snooping around, to answer that, you do not pick up on any indication here that shows, like, any kind of turtles or livestock or anything being prepared in this room. You do notice that those couple trunks that are used there do look like they can be used to escort these turtles to another location. So you kind of pick up a bit of the, I guess, somehow with that, like a bit of the turtle. Turtles did they have scales? No, they got. Can their skin flake or shed or anything like a snake? Or do
Yeah.
No.
No, they kind of get dim.
But if it's like dry, can't it come out? No, they don't shed it like a snake. But
They
can't
don't shed
leave
it like a snake.
No.
It can like flake off if it's like poor conditions, but it doesn't. They
That's
don't
what I mean.
shed their skin like a snake or
Yeah.
like another reptile.
Like it's hard
because they're
Go ahead.
they're a little different.
But as I mentioned when you first came in, they're like dehydrated for this environment, and they're just their skin was all flaky. So you do pick up the faintest little bit of that, like that. You put it all together with your detective-like abilities. That it looks like these couple little trunks are used to put turtles in and then escort off somewhere else. But no other signs of like them being prepared here or slaughtered or. Like, not really. Nothing like that.
Okay.
However, well, first, real quick before I jump back, we got Zaylin and Jade. Is there anything you'd like to do before I move on?
I'm watching out into the hallway because that thing screamed out something.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm also on alert and just constantly checking at our surroundings.
All right. So you're both...
So,
100%.
do we know what's further down this way? No, we don't, right?
Not as.
Depending on where you would have said I found any of that turtle stuff. I could
Well, there you go. As you
No,
take.
sorry. My marker. I thought the where I was standing, I didn't see that this was the end. I thought this continued.
So after you step forward 10 more feet, you can clearly see that as the end. It's just a circular cavern area.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. I would
Since
just shift back
you,
and watch them with the opening there with.
I'm going to let Jade and Zaylin, since you both said you're basically doing active perception tests to roll perception for something, you're going to need very high, but I will give you a shot. So good luck to you. Roll your perceptions.
Can I give Zaylin advantage?
Sure.
Or go my own roll?
Since you're both doing it, why not?
I would like to give you advantage because I feel like you're better at this.
Okay, I will take advantage.
Because I have a -1 modifier to this.
Oh.
Well, okay. With a roll like that, I'm going to allow you to shout something quickly so that something doesn't get the ambush, surprise round against your party. So you roll high enough, I would say. So, as you're on alert and everyone's going around doing their things, investigating different things, looking in tunnels, and Talbot's up there shouting off, and about 30 seconds go by when suddenly... Where is it? Right here. You are able to...
Just.
1 sec, I will share a proper image, which I don't have it prepared, but you can highlight over it enough to see it, right?
Like all of our little cursors are over it.
The image prepared. So, Jade, you hear the quick scrabbling of what would be insect-like, you can imagine appendages scraping across obsidian stone, and then out of nowhere echoes from the tunnel up that way, like that, and it's moving fast, but also trying to be not make as much noise as it can, but it's actually moving, it's dashing, so you can't really stealth, but you know what I mean? This is a predator that would be a cat, or that would try to move as fast as it can without making noise. So, but it was burst, and you got just enough to shout something. What do you shout to alert everyone to this sound?
Say, weapons ready. Something's coming through the hole.
Nice. And with that, I'm going to...
There's 13 holes, so we're all looking in different directions. But
Okay.
we know something's coming from one of them.
Okay, I'm gonna aim to the hole closest to me.
I'm bringing...
Fancy
He was
starts to
impressed.
panic.
He said I
I'm
had
gonna look at
quick.
the hole by Fancy.
Yeah.
No, it's
That's
perfect.
it,
I love
Fancy's
that this happened.
I know. Fancy out of the hole.
Oh, I rolled a 19 plus something.
Oh, right. We need to roll.
Roll initiatives, everybody.
Who rolled a 1?
That would be me.
The
That's
no!
No.
The jealous Corona Crawl rolled 21, apparently.
Of course it did.
Oh my
Steve,
god.
your rolls are just.
My rolls have not been great so far in this campaign, but I'm getting there. I just rolled a 19 a little while ago. So
You'll get
I'm just used to your
You
bricks
did.
rolls. You roll so well as bricks, and so
Bricks
far,
get to
Finn-
do
yeah.
Oh
It's
my.
alright, Finn will get there.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like your attempt to summon whatever creature was in these tunnels worked.
I like my impression.
It was so good. Well done.
Or the smell.
All right, everyone rolled? Yes. Begin combat. I will
Oh
schedule.
no, it's totally my impression.
Okay. Well, based on that, it bursts out, and in front of it, it could go a lot of directions. I'm going to say pick one of the closest 3 targets from left to right. 1 will be Jade, 2 will be Talbot, 3 will be Arkin.
It's coming from me.
And let's see.
12. Steve has a 4 Finwick.
Yep.
With my feat, I can switch our initiatives if he's willing, and he can go before me.
Oh, if you want to, I'm always willing.
yeah.
But because I don't have a lot of thought process with my character, it's go and attack.
Yeah. So
Do you want to switch it?
if he wants to,
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So, give me a quick sec as I... So, you have now been switched. Okay, so this thing burst out, and I rolled a 3, didn't I? Yes, I don't... I had Arcane select it, but either way, 3 is actually Arcane. Because I... Alright, so... This thing skitters across the ground, bursts out, looks at whatever fresh meat is in front of it. There's 3 options. It runs towards the fiery one.
oh jeez, I'm the shittiest meat here.
It likes things well done.
Apparently does.
Alright. Ooh, okay. So it dives through the air with its jagged claws. It is now targeting you. It is rolling. Jagged claws. But at least it didn't get surprise round. Well, it didn't matter because it went first anyways.
21.
Ooh, 21's gonna hit. Okay, here comes the
That's
damage. Normal damage. Low damage.
Oh, on a
Thank God.
D10. Holy shit.
This thing is about the size of a wolf, essentially, if you were
Oh my god.
Jeez, this thing can potentially, like, yeah.
Now,
damage to it.
in the thing, it's automatically sent a whisper for a concentration check there, did it? Do you see that,
Yeah,
Arkin?
it did.
Can you
I
click that
clicked
and see it?
it, and an error came up.
Let me try clicking it.
Oh no.
Want me to try
What's it?
clicking it? Maybe it's only GM can click it.
What? I have to plug in my computer.
When you read the book about these creatures, we don't need them alive by any chance?
Let's see, what do we need? We need its venom. So, which I'm guessing is just in its claws. So no, we do not need it alive, we just need some venom.
Are you still there, Johnny, or are you AFK? I think you went AFK, right?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, he said something.
Oh, his laptop is restarting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like his whole computer?
Yeah, his whole computer.
Well,
He just said you can roll. For
I'm
him.
going to roll his concentration for him, if that's the case. So that would be Con,
This
right?
is for the dancing lights, so if he fails concentration on this, then like we're in the dark.
Oh, great.
Well,
Okay,
in
he's
the
good.
tunnel.
He's good. He's good. Okay. Wait, why is him? Oh, he must have low constitution.
Oh, yes. Yes, he does.
It's like, why is it minus a 1?
He has a -1 con, yes. All right, this thing has multi-attack.
What?
Follows
With
up
D10s.
follows up with an acid maw. Okay. Acid maw attack. Rolls incredibly
I'm
high.
back.
Anyone want a barbs an acid maw attack? From
I'm
a,
in the tunnel. I don't know what's
a
happening.
massive bite.
I'm out of spell slots.
Were you you might not be in range anyways, but Fancy, I will let you be where your token is if you want, just because I assumed you would have left the tunnel. Or-
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I had time to leave the tunnel with Kate, or not Kate.
Yeah, because he
Jade
brought his light
saying
source.
that.
Yeah, he brought his light source back out, and I assumed
Okay.
you would follow it out. But it's up to you.
well,
You can
yes.
still be in the tunnel if you want. I'm just giving you the option to
Let
be.
me just
to be
see.
out.
That would be my last spell slot.
Not that I'm
Where do
encouraging
you
you to
even
do
see
it.
Oh,
your AC?
60 feet. Is he 60 feet away from me?
I believe he certainly.
He's 30.
Well, I clicked the wrong one.
Is it 30? Because
He's 30.
35.
okay, I'll silvery barbs it.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can
Yes.
hear you.
Where's your AC in? Oh, never mind. 14. Okay.
Okay, you're gonna
Okay,
get me to re-roll it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out that spell slot there.
Okay.
Got
Re-rolling now. Normal attack. 10 is much lower, but a 14 is exactly enough. Do you have a reaction you want to use? What's happening is this thing dove out with its big jagged clawed hands and hit you for a low roll of 4 damage, which I think I forgot to apply to you.
You did.
Did I?
You have 4 hit points gone.
Okay. But now it has a multi-attack with its acid maw, and this is exactly going to hit you after she barbs, unless you have a reaction or anything you can do. Otherwise, I'm rolling damage.
Going to cast shield.
Shield.
Oh, that'll make a miss.
All right. So with that, describe how your magic shield blocks a giant maw that is spewing acid.
I basically just reflectively just quickly hold up my hand. The top of my cane flashes on the arcane focus, and just a golden dome just flickers for a second, just long enough for the acid to flick off.
Okay. And yes, to put Nick's out of character panic into play, this thing is very powerful.
What? Yeah. Fun.
Fancy, you're up.
All right, I'm at I'm at the entrance of the tunnel, so I'm going to fly. So I'm above the ground, but I'm going to fly to about here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
Okay, go for it.
Already click it.
Good luck to you, Fancy.
Oh, I already did click it in the thing.
Target it before you hit the attack, that's all.
Yes, thank you.
Yep, no worries.
No. Yes.
Here comes the beam of Eldritch Blast. Oh, now
Oh, yes!
Well done.
God.
So
Spike those dice.
click that damage button and see what happens.
Damage. Critical hit.
Big
Oh,
damage.
yeah.
Oh, no.
That's a good one.
Big damage.
Describe your critical hit that brought it right down to injured.
Yeah, so this green blast of energy just comes out from me and goes right into him, and it just kind of pummels him.
Okay, beautiful.
I'm also going to 1 second, I gotta look at my bardic inspiration, because as a bonus action, can I just want to see if he's within range. I'll give it to Arkan if he's within range. He's in 60 feet. So, Arkan, you have a bardic die from me.
Thank you.
A bardic die. Okay, you gotta remember that. You have a bardic die. Anything else fancy?
They've removed
nope.
the 515 rules. That's amazing. For movement. The diagonal 5-10, 5-10 rule.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, it's just 5 foot diagonal or orthogonal. No matter what.
Wasn't that always the case, but it was homebrewed the other way, or no?
No. In the books, in the old one, it was if you're moving diagonally, first one's 5, next one's 10, next one's 5.
So they
next
actually
one's 10.
changed the rules on the movement? I never even
Yeah,
read
it's
that.
5 for all. When we just did that line there, I had to check because it should have been by the old rules 35, but it's not because it's diagonal and just 5. They said diagonal or orthogonal, 5 foot squares.
Interesting.
That's
I never
amazing.
saw that. That's
Well, that
really good.
Makes it easier for counting.
It does.
Eddie,
Yes.
if you get an alert with me putting my bardic inspiration down, then adding it back, it's because
Oh, that's fine.
what I did was I forgot that if I just clicked on it, the computer would automatically take one away from me, and
Yep.
I did it, and then I accidentally took 2 away from me, so I just put 1 back.
No
So-
worries. I know you're not willingly cheating. Don't worry.
Okay, just in case you're like, what is she doing? She's taking it back. I'm like, no.
I know. We're all learning. It's our first adventure.
Okay.
In 10 adventures from now, you'll be Foundry Wizards. So, Jade, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna level my crossbow at this.
Don't forget to target it. Oh, well, you missed. Because you
No.
still have the Zakris Warrior targeted back there.
Oh, whoops.
But either way, an 8 would miss. Anything else?
Gonna move into melee with it.
Oh, really? You're brave.
Yeah.
You're brave, Jade. You're brave. I like it.
Okay.
Tell it.
Okay, I'm there. Okay, gonna take out my hand crossbow. I'm gonna target it. And let's fire a shot. That is 17. That's a hit. I'll apply my Vex. And then let's do some damage.
Decent.
Oh, the damage.
It is now.
And then I'm going to bonus action, make another attack. Where it's got the Vex on it. This is with advantage.
Big rolls.
Big roll. That's a hit. I apply the Vex on it again, and damage. It is up here.
Big damage.
Ooh, nice damage. Okay, and I'm gonna
Describe
try and
how
make a
you
little-
took it from injured to badly injured with those 2 shots.
Yeah, so like being surprised at how fast it is. So I see it come out quickly, attack Archon, then Fancy makes her attacks. Jade moves in, and I just sort of like move my hand crossbow over and quickly just fire like 2 bolts into it, and then I'm going to tumble roll over here. I'm going to attempt to like block the tunnel where it came out of in case it attempts to retreat.
But as I said, there's multiple tunnels.
I know.
Here,
I'm just
here,
I'm
down
just
here.
blocking the
Yep.
immediate one where
Sure.
it came from. That's all.
Yep, no problem. Finwick, you're up.
Alright, so I'm going to run up here and I'm going to actually have my short sword drawn for this. And do an attack. Oh, I got a target. I did not target it. Close that. This. And attack.
Tis a miss.
Okay. Bonus action, I'm going to try and unarmed strike it.
Oh, buddy!
Nice.
That'll do.
Roll your
That'll do.
damage. Finally, something good roll for Steve there. I like to see it. You had a couple good rolls, but. Ooh.
Nice.
What?
Nice.
What? Okay, let me.
And then I'm actually going to keep moving.
It might be dead.
This. Oh, it's dead?
Yeah.
Yep.
It says dead dying.
After I put 14 on it, yep. So describe to me how you destroy this thing.
Alright, so I swung the sword and I missed. So instead of continuing that, I kind of jump up and just kind of hammer strike down on its head, crushing in its skull.
Okay. Very nice. And this big thing just crumbles in front of you. And with that, the acid sprays over the floor, dripping from its maw, and you can just see it sizzling into the ground.
Coming over to get some of that venom.
Gotta get some of that venom. Well done. Well, you summoned it here. Well done. Or could have been tragic, to be honest with you, but you did okay.
Taking a step back.
It's like, is combat over?
Yes, combat has
Unless
ended.
more come.
Fly up over here.
Okay. Do I need to make any checks to sort of extract the venom, or is it just like it's enough process where it's dead?
Well, it's just dripping from its maw, and like it's pooled up in its mouth with
Okay.
overactive saliva glands.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fill up a few vials.
Do you have empty vials?
Yeah, I should have some with my alchemist supplies.
Sure. Okay. Yep.
So I'll get 2 vials worth.
All right.
One for what we intend to make, and one to save for later.
Okay. I'll say, yeah, you can get about 2 vials from the one creature before you've, absorbed most of it there. And then With that, you can mark that on your sheet. 2 vials of acid. Yes. Well, the floor is yours, guys.
I'm gonna keep a watch out, see if anybody comes rushing in after all the ruckus.
For that, Zaylan, I'd like you to roll a d10 for me.
An 8.
Okay. That was a check for something, which is unknown to you, whether you passed or failed. But it's fine. You're keeping a close watch.
I'm going to open up the cage up here and let the turtles out.
Okay. These are sea turtles, so they flop out.
Oh.
I kind of write them up.
But they're big. They're like big turtles, most of them. Like they're mid-size. Depends what age they were captured when they were put in here. Some medium, but some
Maybe
are
I
large.
can't lift them up.
Some of them you can.
Okay, I'll try to turn them over.
You're strong enough to be able to help. I think you still got a decent strength, don't you? So you, but you with that, these turtles, that's still enough strength to be able to help them over and push them over and help shoo them along.
Yeah.
But these turtles are in no rush, but they're trying to flop their way out of here. So you saved the wee turtles.
Okay. One thing I forgot that we need to get, and I'll get that in the next room, we do need to get some Lizardfolk blood. So I'm going to, once we're done in here, I'm going to make my way out to the previous chamber to fill up a vial of Lizardfolk blood.
Okay. Easy enough done.
I won't let you go alone. I'll come with you for that.
Oh, yeah, and I'll sort of wait, I mean, it's even not too far where I need to go. It's just right here.
Okay, so as time passes by, as you're pushing the turtles out and making your way back, collecting acid and collecting lizard blood, you're going to get a vial of it with an empty...
Yeah, I know I only need a drop, but may as well get what I can.
Okay. I'm going to let you know. Well, no, I'm not going to let you know yet. I'll let you know at the end of the session, so I don't want to spoil anything. Continue on, as you were. All is quiet, except for the faint distant of the occasional squawk or two, but for the most part, it is quiet, and the flopping of turtles against the cave floor. As you all walk through, where do you go? For the record, I won't normally be doing crawling maps like this. I already had it for this one, so I wanted to use it.
I guess we can head northward, the other tunnel, past where we fought the Lizardfolk lady. I think we saw past that way, or is there anything else in this room?
Well, based on
straight out.
This area right here, we haven't been up this area.
Oh, I didn't even know there was another tunnel. Okay, we can explore there.
Oops.
Yeah, and we're looking for the algae. And, I have mushrooms. I don't have algae, so there's no way that would be that, correct?
No. None of the ones you have match the description of the crude paintings in the book or the description of luminous algae.
Yeah, because I think the luminous algae, was it described as being blue, though, in the book? Or something? I can't remember.
I believe it was a bluish-green, I think, like an aqua, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do we see here?
Ah. Aha. All right.
Rugs.
As you step into here, the long cave stretches ahead with several old and tattered rugs scattered across the floor. The rugs are stained with long, dried marks, telling tales of many meals gone by. There are a few piles of bones belonging to various creatures that rest near some of the rugs, remnants of past feasts. The atmosphere is eerily quiet, with the cave walls echoing only the sounds that you make.
I guess look around and see signs of an ambush, because one guy did call out previously.
Yeah, well, you can give me a perception test if you're trying to actively listen.
22.
You do not hear anything with that.
Okay.
It's a decent roll. I will tell you, extremely far away. Up this way. I don't know if you can see where my ping is.
Yeah, I see.
Very far away. You hear the faint little echo of some kind of clatter, like an echo sound of something. Hard to make
Okay.
out, but very faint, very far.
Okay, I'll pass that along to saying, like, this chamber seems safe, but I am hearing some sort of clatter coming from the far northeast.
Where are you heading off to, Finwick?
Over here, just to see what's down here.
You love to run off into the dark. I love it. So, as you continue
I
down...
disappear into the dark.
Brother, wait.
Essentially, yeah, he's gone.
Brother, wait.
Chasing after him. As you come over here, it's more or less the same. Now you get a good look at it. It's a feasting area. This must be their essentially dining hall or feasting area, you know? Where the community probably gathers to eat.
At this point, I'm also going to tap the staff and cast light on it.
Nice. On yourself?
Yeah, on my staff.
Okay. All right. There you go. You got a light source now. All right. But otherwise, nothing else of note for any of you on the surface, anyways.
Is there any clues we can find in here? The items we've yet to find, according to the recipe, is the luminescent algae, which clearly isn't here, and the heart of the Lizard King.
Perhaps the Lizard King is up north.
Perhaps.
I wonder if the potion is called the Heart of the Lizard King.
No, you
'Cause I
picked
don't
up
know-
enough. The potion was the Spirit Conclave Brew. Sorry, the Spirit Conclave Brew is what it's called when it's created correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I sort of copied what was there. So from what it says we take the heart of the Lizard King. It goes into the empty socket of the amulet, and then someone has to drink the brew while they're wearing the amulet. And then, yeah, that's going to be in front of the doors. Okay. So we have the amulet. And how big is this amulet, just out of curiosity?
It's pretty hefty for like a 7.5 foot lizard folk, and it was a big medallion. Not quite as big as like Flava Flav, but.
Oh, does this even seem like something feasible that would fit like a heart?
No, it is not that big. It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably about a 4 foot circumference, or 4 inch circumference.
I said 4 foot circumference.
No, it's about a 4
It's bigger
foot.
than me.
So yeah,
We're dragging this thing along.
slightly larger than like a small kitchen plate,
Okay.
like a tea. Well, you put a little cup of tea on or whatever.
Okay. So maybe. So maybe the heart of the Lizard King is not actually a heart. It's something just referred to such. Maybe it's a type of jewel.
I love your tokens all running in different directions. Like Fancy's like,
If you can hear me,
I'm going to as far to the edge of the light as I can. I'm okay, it's too dark. I'll explore something else now.
This just seems like a dining area from what we're saying. Okay, so maybe we just go north then if we don't see anything here, unless we want to investigate here more.
and what were
I
you
have to
saying?
restart my computer.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, it looks like there's a north passage and a western passage.
Mm-hmm.
The western passage might lead us back to where we fought the sorceress earlier,
That's
or it
good.
could bring us somewhere else.
Oh, yay, light.
Everyone pause for a sec. I'm doing a private roll.
Brother, wait.
Rolling now. Okay. But there's one thing I misremembered. I'm gonna say I get to do. Possibly. Yeah. I'm gonna do it again. Okay. With that, you guys can continue on.
Just wait for Jade and Erkin to sort of catch up.
I mean, Johnny's restarting his computer, right?
I think Eddie can move
Yeah.
his character, though. Yeah.
I see something.
Oh, do you? Oh, wait. I don't see anything. Oh, but you got further vision.
All right.
Oh,
So
I'm gonna say stop.
What does... Okay, I'll sort of stop that. Yeah.
So, once you get that close, what you see also sees you. I was secretly rolling perception to see if it would hear or know that you are coming. I didn't quite roll good enough. So it's kind of more or less you both stumble on each other at the same time. Any of you can see up as far as here. There is
The edge.
There is another Lizardfolk here. This one, however, doesn't appear to be wielding any form of weapons. Seems smaller in stature, only about 6 feet high. And but otherwise, it is there, and it looks like it was tampering with something in this large crate or box in front of it. But then, as soon as your light sources come up, and you're all walking there, and you're like, come on, and you're moving, and your footsteps, its attention snaps to you, and yours to it. What do you do? It's in a momentary state of like shock, just like wide-eyed, deer in headlights, looking at you at the same time as you're looking at it.
Just throw a dart at it.
Okay.
Fancy will just kind of flutter there, and she's gonna wait to see what this thing is gonna do.
Darts
That's
only
what
have...
she's doing.
Okay, sounds good. And darts only have a 20-foot range, so you probably might have to move up a bit. I don't know, but
It has a 60-foot long range, which means I can shoot it with disadvantage.
oh no, true, yeah.
Unless the rules have changed. I don't know the new rules.
It still has the short range, long range, so yeah, you're still good for that.
Yeah, I just knew standard was 20, so totally fine. I don't know if your damage will work. We'll see, but
It won't, but I will do the disadvantage, so I probably won't hit him anyway.
a 10 does not. It hits it, but the dart harmlessly bounces off of its scaled body. Okay, well, since that was a hostile attack, oh poop. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it's barely a combat, but I will get everyone to roll initiative, I suppose. Don't. Hang on, I gotta put you in the thing first, I suppose. Alright, Jade, you are up first.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do?
I want to move forward a little bit and hold a light crossbow shot at it if it comes our way. Because it was just rooting in whatever box it's got there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I've got my light crossbow like up trained on it, and if it comes towards me hostilely, I'm shooting it.
Okay. Sounds good. Talbot?
I will... I'm going to more or less do the same, but I'm going to position myself up here.
Okay.
Just to sort of have more coverage.
Okay. Fancy?
Sorry, my Discord's been chopping in and out tonight. I missed. Where did the dart come from?
I shot up.
Finwick?
Oh, okay.
He threw a dart at it.
Okay. Okay, and it looks like Jade and Talbot are just kind of getting into position.
They ready their
I'll
crossbows?
flutter. I'm gonna flutter up here. Oh no. Oh jeez. Okay. Go here. Thank you. I'm going to use a bonus action. I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Finwick.
Finwick, you have bardic inspiration.
I'm just going to check that out. And then that is it for me.
Finwick, you are up.
Finwick is confused. The plan coming in here was to kill everything on sight. The last two people just hesitated.
Yes.
So...
But he's little.
Doesn't matter. That wasn't the plan. I was going to negotiate with the first people that we saw, and you guys were like, kill on sight. So now it's kill on sight, I guess. I'm going to draw my sword. And I am going to hold an attack action. I'm going to come up right next to him, though. And if he... Nope, I'm just going to attack him. That was the plan. This is what we're doing.
Target him and swing away. And hopefully this will work for you. If not, we'll just manually roll your damage for now, and hopefully we can figure it later.
Oh, it didn't work. What was the bardic inspiration do?
If the rules, unless the rules have changed with the new thing, I haven't read it.
No, it's still the same.
I read it when it came out.
Alright, so a D6 isn't going to do much for me here. Do I have to use it, or is it one of those things I can roll until I need it?
The last one.
You have an hour.
Yeah, you have an hour.
And then I'll do an unarmed bonus attack strike.
I was curious to see if the ooh, it's a hit.
Nice.
Damage. Normal. Nope.
It
Wait,
worked.
it rolled it.
That's what I mean. It's only some enemies not working for you. Oh. Badly injured from only 4 damage. Clearly weaker, smaller framed, not as much muscle mass, only 6 feet high. Describe how you chop into it and badly injure it.
Alright, so obviously I missed in the first one because it's weird and lanky. And then I just do a quick palm thrust into its abdomen.
It lets out
With my other hand.
a hiss and a curse in Draconic. Is that your turn?
That was my turn.
It will disengage as its action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe that is its speed. 30. Begins running this way, screaming in Draconic, "Help! Help! It hurts!" Just screaming in pain and screaming out for help as it runs in that direction.
Fancy's confused too.
Taylor, you're up. Oh my god, you're so far away that it ran up into the darkness, but you might be able to see it if you moved up. But
Yeah, I think if he moves up because he's got the dark vision.
Alright, I'm going to... I see it running off, and after hearing that it was called, the last one was yelling at intruders, I'm going to try to shoot this one as it's running off.
okay, go for it.
Sorcerer's Burst. Not 20.
That's what we're trying
Do
for.
it.
Kill the child.
It's not a child.
I know he's smaller because it's like... Yeah.
Got dark real fast.
Mommy! No, come on.
You're still carrying a sea turtle, by the way, just out of curiosity.
Alright, so this one is going to
So-
this is going to be psychic damage.
Okay,
Uh,
roll your damage.
He's absolutely dead. Oh, yeah.
Describe how you kill it with psychic damage.
so the rainbow bolt goes through and it just zips. It goes in through one of the, like the side of like where it's like side air gill thing is, and it shoots through there, and you just see a puff of like haze around its head.
And it just drops.
It drops and skids across the floor. Okay. With that, I guess we're out of combat. Arkin, unless you want to do anything, but you were next and then this new round. But you're out of combat. But you do hear, or do you? Perceptions for everyone. And let me know.
I can see it with my vision. Do I still have to roll?
Oh, well, no. You guys can not roll. You don't need to roll now.
Oh, okay.
Because if we're going to stay in combat, that's why I want to give Arkin one chance. Yeah, if you move up there, yeah, you can see something, can't you?
Oh, yeah, I can.
I don't.
I'm taking our step up
So
here.
as you kind of step forward thinking that the threat is done, you see what you see, and what do?
I'm going to shoot it with Firebolt.
Okay, go for it.
Bring over my character sheet.
Targeted as well.
Really need to leave stuff open. And then roll down. Roll my attack. 17. Roll down.
'Tis a hit. Decent damage. You injured it. The fireball.
As a bonus action,
Yep, sorry.
I'm going to move my lights up,
Okay. I don't know.
highlighting the creature.
Well done. And Jade, you are up. And now that the lights all shoot up to the north, you see another one of these. This one's only about, probably about 5'10", and
Sure.
no weapons, and just rushing off. It's more or less more startled and turning to run away.
Okay, well, I'm going to target it with Ray of Froth. Very first spell Jade is cast.
You guys are like the friggin' Jedis going into Temple of Children. Just
You said they were children!
I know. You got me thinking about it now. Ooh, Ray of Frost. Nice. Roll your damage.
I think it's the fact they're all big.
If there, everything's bigger than most of our party.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
a couple of us that are not big.
And more than bigger than us, like, yeah, it's a half our party is fun size. These things are so huge to us.
I'm like, yeah, this one's 6 feet tall. You're like, oh, so small.
5 feet taller than me.
He's a little guy.
All right.
It's like 3 times their size.
Jade, describe how you finish this one off with your frostball. Anything special?
Kind of begrudgingly, Jade holds up her hand and for the first time ever not going for the crossbow, worrying about the range and the darkness. And it's kind of like if you could visually be a little bit ashamed of magic, that's where she's at. Yeah, I can do this, but nobody look at me.
As you shoot a fleeing foe in the back, and it tumbles to the ground, and for a brief moment it is frozen in ice, before it shatters and lays motionless there. You are out of combat, everyone. Proceed as you were.
These all crates, cages, or desk? Or what are they?
I will describe that in just 1 second. I'm just doing something that you guys don't know about. But now that that's done, this room. Yes, this room. So, this area is cluttered with dozens of crates and boxes of various sizes. A few of the boxes are open, revealing small dead aquatic creatures inside. An intense variety of scents are in the air, and it's overwhelming and almost disorienting.
I'm going to hold my breath.
And I'll say you do notice in this area there are what appears to be a few chopped up sea turtles. Those orange turtles are chopped up and being preserved in here. In addition to lots of other types of sea life and creatures, right? Like things of fish and stuff like that. But
I'm gonna stealth. Never mind. I start going down, and I realize it's a dead end anyway. So come back.
Okay.
Sort of like quietly mentioned to Finn there, like, sorry I hesitated back there. I wasn't sure if we were looking to question them. I knew you threw that dirt, but I guess I misinterpreted your intent. Sorry.
So when we came in here, we agreed to clear it out. Just doing what everybody said we should do. Although these ones seemed particularly weak. Doesn't seem right.
Well,
But
they may not have been fighters themselves, but they could have drawn more here, so perhaps it was the right thing after all.
they were quick deaths. They should be happy with that.
Indeed.
I'm gonna look in this box down next to that he was fiddling with. Is just more food stuff.
Yeah, essentially, that's all that is in this room. It looks like it's a big food storage area. It's where they preserve and just store up their food, like a big pantry, essentially, but in a cave with crates.
Let's just keep moving on, just keeping an eye out for the things that we need. Doesn't seem to be a clue around here.
Jade's gonna go over to Arkin and pass back the potion of healing he gave her. He's injured.
You should keep it.
Sure, you're looking hurt.
I'm fine. Thanks, though.
Everyone's creeping down the cave tunnel. Keep creeping.
I rolled stealth there too, by the way. There, Eddie.
Well, I guess as nobody else is stealthing, right? So you'd have
Yeah,
to
I had
No.
moved up in the tunnel when everyone else was
Yeah, no worry. If you're going to
so
continue,
I expect them to pass me.
My
Well,
regular
like,
walk is stealthing.
because I'm going to say if you're stealthing, you'd move at half your speed. So
half.
just make sure that you're lagging behind as you're moving your token. That's
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
I wouldn't lag behind stealthing.
What are these?
True.
Yeah.
Crates?
Yeah, we see some more stuff here.
Oh, you do. This area contains several casks and barrels scattered throughout. Along the eastern cave wall, a stone and wooden table rests adorned with large knives and various chunks of flesh from different creatures. The setup indicates that this place is a space dedicated for food preparation.
So this is just their kitchen.
Perceptions for everyone, please.
Perception.
Not that good. 13.
Okay.
Oh! Failing with a nat 20. So 19. Ooh!
Ooh.
So many nat 20s.
With a -2.
We know every kitchen appliance that's in here.
That's trash garbage.
All right. The two with the nat 20s.
The kitchen made turtle grinder.
Both with negative modifiers.
Yes, that's fine.
We are clearly we're leading the way.
It's with the nat 20s.
Eddie,
Yes.
can you move my token? I can't move it. I didn't mean to move it there, and
Oh.
the light
Where
won't
are
let me
you?
move it.
Oh.
Thank you. That's okay. It just wouldn't let me.
Is the light bulb on your face?
It's a light.
Don't touch the lights; they'll follow you.
Yeah.
You would.
I'm going to highlight two enemies, but the only people who see them are obviously the people who roll the nat 20s. And hiding
When you
away.
say enemies, are these 6-foot enemies?
Yes.
Or like big? Okay.
They appear.
children.
They appear. No, they're not children. They are.
If they are children,
Unarmed, smaller,
everyday people.
everyday people, and they are clearly hidden away, and hidden away really well. So much that you needed essentially a 20 to see them. But they're sitting there motionless, hoping that you will walk by.
I'm going
Not see
to
them.
put my cane up under my arm, hold my hands up like they're both just palm forward, and I'm going to step up here and talk in Draconic and say, I can see you there. I don't mean you any harm.
Okay. The rest of you suddenly hear a draconic speech behind you in Arkin's voice, and you turn around. You don't know who he's talking to, except for Zaylan does. And then suddenly, standing up from behind the boxes, you see another one of these lizard folk. It's clawed hands in front of it, and the rest of you don't understand what it's saying. Only Arkin does, but it says, "Who are you? Why are you here?"
We're looking for something. Who are you?
Leave! You are not wanted here.
Did that guy just pop up next to me?
No, you know, this one here, this one has not moved
hi.
yet because he hasn't been talked to. He still thinks he's hidden.
Okay,
I
that's
thought he
good.
popped up too.
No.
I'm not sure how my character would react if someone pops up behind him.
No, it's just Arkin was talking to this one in particular.
Kick
So.
over the table and crush him against the wall.
We'll get to that in a minute if he reveals himself.
I'm gonna ninja that string of sausage there.
Nunchuck it.
Yeah, that's a monk weapon, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Anything's a monk weapon.
He just pops up. He's like, "Want to buy some sausage?"
Man.
I'm gonna ignore his nonsense and just be like, "Yes, but we're here." Who's the Lizard King, or what is the Lizard King?
Leave. He's making his way along the wall, trying to keep an eye on all of you and trying to... Oh, you're going to cut him off? Okay.
It's like,
Wasn't doing
I'm
it
gonna go
fast.
next to Talbot.
Was just...
I'm gonna do something really quickly.
Yep.
As he goes to move away from us, I'm going to. I was gonna do it before you moved there.
Oh, you can.
No.
You can.
No.
As soon as he started moving, I did my super
Yeah.
speed. But if you want to do your thing first, I can.
Yeah.
wait.
As soon as he starts to move out of the way, I'm going to create a bonfire right there in his way.
Okay.
Because I could tell they're trying to conversate and he's trying to slip away, and I'm kind of putting a bonfire and being his way and kind of giving him a look.
All right.
And I'm going to appear behind him.
Nice. All right. Cast your bonfire spell. I think it lets you place a token if you do it the proper, like cast it or whatever. It might. I thought it did, but maybe not.
And represent it.
Oh yeah, I did that last time. So we'll just go with that.
There
Can you
go.
guys see that square?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So with that, it starts to creep along the walls. Arkin starts to slide it to cut off the angle. It halts in its tracks as a bonfire ignites in front of it. Startled by the light, it jumps back, puts up its claws in defiance, and looks back to you all. And unbeknownst that a monk, I don't know, snuck up behind it. Did you actually roll your stealth when you were stealthing yet, or no?
That time? No, that time I ran from the sausage to him.
Oh, okay, so you're clearly there. So you didn't sneak there, you dashed
From the
there.
sausage.
Yeah.
But you dash into position that sees you there. Now it is clearly, on edge, hands up. It's not... It looks like it's ready to fight, but not starting a fight.
I'm very monk posed. My hands, no weapons drawn, hands behind my back, fold, just stood there.
I want to ask people, what do we want to ask him? He seems uncooperative, mostly just telling us to leave. There's another one down below, too.
Oh.
Let me go.
Well, if they're hesitant about it, Maybe let them know whoever tells us what we need is the one who gets to leave.
Only death will find you here. It's like looking at you all.
I'm gonna move one of my orbs down, basically to highlight that guy down there,
Oh,
and tell him, I can see you too. Come on out, we'll have a chat. Talk.
roll persuasion. It's gonna be a high DC to persuade him.
Right. Roll deception.
Well, do you want him to come out to have a talk?
I do.
Or do you plan to blast him the moment he comes out? That'll be persuasion or deception.
I'm not going to blast him right away.
That's not really deception. What? I don't know.
Okay.
If you're trying to persuade him to come out, like without causing him...
I will try to persuade.
You want to rephrase what you said, but as a lie, then you can roll deception. Either way. Okay. You can see that his instinct was the moment you shone that light on it, it was going to get ready to bolt down south. But with your persuasion, it hops the table and steps as far as here. Still ready to bolt at a moment's notice, but and says, "What brings you to our home?"
We're looking for a relic, and we're trying to stop the Pincers posse who are killing you people.
Pincer posses? What relic?
Yeah.
Are you doing this all in Draconic? I just need to know.
I'm doing Draconic, but in between I'm going to try to translate if I get a gap. And if anyone wants to chime up the suggestions of what I can talk about, feel free to.
There's enough time if you can translate. These are short, quick bursts of sentences. So
that's what I mean, right?
So his last thing was he said he was confused by Pincer Posse and said, "What relic? Is that the term you used? Relic?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask it about the algae.
We're looking for algae, like mossy plant,
luminescent algae.
Glowing algae.
That is forbidden for outsiders. You'll not go near it.
But we're very clearly inside.
What's said?
You repeat what Talbot said?
Yes. hey, two of us thought it, so we got to.
Yeah. It says, well, you won't be for long when they find you.
Oh, no, we talked to your shaman. She's cool with us.
Show them the book. Tell them we have the place secured. Tell them this is their last chance.
I could take the book. The book with the magic book.
Mm-hmm.
And flick through to the end with the big lizard and the guy holding the staff. Like, see, this is me. I'm cool. I'm here.
Roll deception.
I'm your friend.
Roll deception.
Okay. I'm gonna roll my deception. I'm gonna roll add a d6 to that for my bardic inspiration. 15. Lying with style.
They look to each other. I don't know. Why would they trust you?
It'll make a little puff of magic for prestidigitation. Like magic. I don't know. I don't know how to argue with these people.
Well, it's just asking why.
Yeah,
you would be accepted here.
Prestidigitation made my fingers sparkle with magic, and I went magic.
It doesn't. Its eyes widen, but it is not impressed. They have seen magic before.
Okay. It's gonna take something more.
And they're just like, what? Like their eyes go more squinty with that. You feel like you're losing them.
I want to use telekinesis so he can make a I think it's a strength saving throw. Strength saving throw DC is 14. Fuck. Nope. Anyways. Yeah, so like basically I put my hand and he feels just like a push against him. And I'm just like, tell me. It's more of like a threatening thing than anything.
All right, roll intimidation. You'll still feel the tug of the telekinesis.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Now, do you guys, when you do intimidation, do you just set a DC in your mind? Should I do that? Or should I, like, he roll, like, a wisdom? Like wisdom's kind of like willpower. Like,
No, it's a DC. Like, it depends. It's situational, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd better set a DC based on what it is, because, the situation makes more sense. Whoa, a 20, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you shove it, and what is it you said as you tried to intimidate it?
I'm yelling at him to tell me, basically, where the fungus is.
And the other one up north by you, Fenwick, seems to be panicking a little now after seeing that display. But the one down south says, "Very well. If I tell you, you'll let us go free?"
Don't forget we need to know about the Heart of the Lizard King as well.
Oh, and the Heart of the Lizard King. If you tell us about one thing, one of you get to go free. Tell us about both of you get to go.
I'm going to see how loyal the guy in the bottom is. I'm going to let the dice decide whether he's super selfish or if he actually cares about the other person up top. So I'm going to give it a 50-50 chance. Low.
Oh, he's devious.
Low.
Are you translating this to us? Because I need to know
Yes.
for what he makes or fails this roll.
Yeah, I'm translating.
I also have. I want to do something depending on what happens here.
If he chooses the greedy option, I'm going to do something.
So low, he's selfish. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is low, right? Because 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is the high. So that's considered low. So he's more at this moment, just barely, but he's more in it for himself, and he realizes the situation he's in. He says, I know not of the heart, but the algae. It is far west as these tunnels go. Stay on this path. And then it is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your 6th right.
Can I roll insight to see if he's truthful?
Yes. Yes, you can.
I like doing insight as well.
Oh my god!
I said it before I saw the nat 1, so I'm just here. So
Holy!
And
be funny.
I need to know how Arkin translates what he said to us.
But also, I'd like to point out, if we were all in, I used to do it in secret, but if that was in secret, I would be like, tell you like complete opposite of what you think it is with a nat 1.
Yeah. Now, do you want the insight checks to be in secret? I know I keep them up on open, but I know some people like them secret. I'm fine either way.
I don't know. For now, that's fine. I'll just get you to role play it out. I just want to see what everybody else rolls before I give you an answer. So who else rolled? You got a 23. All right. Well, Talbot, you think he's telling the truth. Fancy, it's a blatant lie, and he's trying to betray you or lead you into a trap.
Okay.
Like, that's the impression you get. You're totally misreading, right? What he's vibe he's putting down with your nat 1. Mm-hmm. And Johnny, if you want to describe how you're translating that, because Fenwick wanted some clarification.
Yeah, he said he didn't know where the heart is, but the moss is, or the fungus is, down to the far west, the 6th turn.
Is he withholding information?
Okay, I'm gonna roll my insight
So.
if he's holding
sorry, I gotta
information
interrupt.
back about the heart. Yes.
Sorry, I got to interrupt. Talbot, I told you that he was telling the truth, right? There's one thing I forgot.
Yes.
'Cause there was kind of two questions. He is telling the truth about where the algae is, but you kind of pick up the vibe that he might not be telling the full story with in relation to the heart of the Lizard King.
Okay, so even though like I was sort of watching his mannerisms just worth that high insight check, so I'll sort of answer saying like, he hasn't told a lie, but he's still not saying everything he knows.
Fenwick is.
Fenwick is punching stuff.
What's Fenwick doing over here?
Well, that's a non-armed attack on this guy. I forgot to target him.
I just picture he's like, Jim Carrey when he's punching air. Like with his karate moves. That's what I'm picturing you on.
So 21 hit.
Oh yes. 21 hits. Oh man. How dare you injure him?
Hope
all
that's
right,
not
well,
it. I'm doing my bonus action.
All right. Well, after he's done, things are going to happen because punches and attacks have been had. The conversation will be ended unless you talk during combat.
Arkin made the threat. I'm following through.
Oh, it's totally fine. I'm just letting you know, as you're, that he's not going to. The selfish guy's not going to stand around while you pummel his buddy in the corner.
They have to know that we're serious.
Did you roll more
If
damage?
he's selfish. That's
I haven't
exactly
yet. I
what
got to
it
do
was.
another bonus. Like that was just one
shit.
attack. I got a bonus action if you're letting me do a full
Yeah,
attack.
go
action.
for it. Yep. Yeah, his guard was
Yeah.
down, and you can throw 2 quick punches.
Just hold him in the bonfire.
Oh, you're just going Tai Chi on his ass over here. Well, dead and dying. How do you want to do this?
So basically, as soon as he said that, like when you gave him the offer, like tell us both of these things and they both live, or tell us one of these things and one of you live. As soon as he said one thing and you said he's lying, I did another thrust to the abdomen. When he bent down to me, I cracked his neck and dropped him.
Okay. All right, everybody. Just real quick, roll initiatives. The combat tracker's open.
Do we need to roll initiative?
Well, that's just a matter of if he, who goes first, really. Just fancy. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a quick one. But Talbot, you're up.
Okay. Does it look like he's about to bolt? Like, what is he doing? So
Yes, like he was on edge, ready to bolt, but he was having a conversation with Arkin, and that was it until suddenly his buddy just got beat to death in the corner, and now he's looking like he's in totally flight mode.
Okay.
He killed his buddy.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask, like, are we keeping him alive? And just shouting out to see what we're saying, because no, it's gonna change what I'm gonna do if we want him alive or dead. So I'm seeing who responds before I act.
No response from anyone.
No response for anyone. Okay.
I was a little busy. Sorry.
I'm
No.
going to say, I think you know where the heart's to. Last chance, man.
Okay, roll a persuasion, Arkin. I'll give you one last persuasion test at this moment here. It's going to be pretty difficult after seeing his buddy get beat down, but at the same time...
To be fair,
Or you can roll intimidation or intimidation. It's up to you, depending how you're going about it.
Okay.
Because your he does see his
Okay,
buddy
but
getting beat down.
my argument, it can be persuasion, just because I'm trying to persuade him. It can be intimidation. Or it can be deception, because I don't trust, what's his name? Fenwick, just not straight up kill him. He seems crazy.
I know, but how is it a lie to say that this is your last chance?
Because it
Like-
might not be. He might just be dead. Fenwick is crazy. I'm just joking. I'll use
But if
intimidation.
you're making an intimidation, I would like to submit advantage from me
Oh, no.
because of what I just did.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
that's
yeah,
fine. Yeah,
that
that's
was
why I
pretty,
said like he's watching his buddy get pummeled.
Either way, it's shitty.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
So
Yeah. So it's up to you, Talbot.
clearly
Just-
fails.
Yeah, just do
Okay.
what you want.
I'm gonna go up with my dagger, and
Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna try and like not kill him, but knock him out. Like so, I'm making melee attacks. That's why. Okay, so let's go do an attack roll. This is a normal attack.
You know, sir.
Oh, I forgot to target him, but it was a 17.
It's
so
okay.
definitely hit.
Target him again there now, and then
Yeah.
it should show work if you roll your damage.
Yeah, and what's this? Sorry, I just gotta take a look.
Take a look. It's in a book.
Hey, sorry, I was just reading something there. Okay.
Mel gets it.
Okay. I get it. I'm going to do the damage. Now, this is non-lethal, just to clarify.
Sure. Non-lethal dagger attacks. Gotta love them.
Well, it's sort of like with the hilt and that,
Yeah.
sort of like knock him there. So, I mean, it just said it had to be a melee attack, not a melee unarmed.
You injured it with a smacking it upside the head with the pommel.
Yeah,
the
but
dagger.
that's all I
sleep,
get
go to
to do.
sleep, go to sleep.
Arkin, you're up.
Okay, Arkin is going to. Oh my goodness. Arkin is going to actually run up as well, take out his dagger, follow suit, and I'm going to basically. It looks like I'm going to stab him for the neck. I'm going to drop the dagger to my opposite hand, and I'm just going to like stab it in the thigh as a form of like non-lethally killing him. But I'm going for my sneak attack as well because he's adjacent to me. Attack.
You didn't target him, I don't think.
I don't think I did. 14.
14 hits. So target him now and then apply your damage. And I'm pretty sure with a sneak attack roll, this thing should be enough. Unless you whiff the dice.
Well, this is just going to be the 2. I gotta add that.
It's near death.
Near death. Maybe this is enough. If people want to make like a persuasion check now, he's near death.
Well,
This is
it
a good
would
spot.
probably if it wasn't Finwick's turn. And somehow I don't think Finwick is going to.
Brother, we need information.
I flash down there super quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stand like I did in front of his friend. Because Talbot said we need information. And I'll say, I don't know if you can understand my language. You should talk to us and tell us what we want to know. Now.
You can roll
Okay.
intimidation with advantage. And we'll see. We'll let the dice decide.
Nope. Dice don't decide much for me. I'm small. People don't take my intimidation seriously.
Well,
They will, but not yet.
all I'll say right now, because it still hasn't had a chance to act, it's totally shit-baked here, obviously.
Yeah.
And the whole reason I rolled initiatives because if it would have went first, you would have like moved and dashed and tried to flee away screaming for help. So it's a big... That's why it's important.
Convince him, Fancy.
Fancy, you're up, Fancy.
Okay, I'll take out a dagger. I will fly up. I will place it underneath
Jeez.
their chin, and I'll lean in real close and I'll whisper into their ear. It'll be in your best interests to tell us what we want to know.
He just
Death
doesn't
is
understand
knocking.
common.
Well, you can roll intimidation with
Anyway,
advantage.
no, I'm gonna say it,
Yeah.
and Archon can choose to translate it, but I'll say, "Death is knocking," and I'll push the blade a little tight. What can I roll?
What are
Is
you?
Lizard's name like Caesar or something?
Let's say, dude's about to get Caesared here.
So the thing is, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to roll intimidation, or do you want to like apply a little bit of damage first and try to make an attack roll? Which
No,
of
I don't
those-
want to. I don't want to attack.
Okay.
I'm just pushing the blade close, but
Well,
I can do
advantage.
intimidation.
With advantage. It is not a very high DC, but
Well, I'm pretty good at
Okay.
this.
that is definitely enough. At this point, being surrounded, its path of getting out of here blocked. It gives in. Its head falls to the side. Its clawed hands drop in front of it, clearly in a submissive state, realizing it is defeated.
I keep the blade at his throat, but I don't push any harder.
I knew you would betray and just kill me anyways.
We're not going to kill you. Just if you tell us the thing about the heart, you can go.
I'm gonna roll insight for that. Are you telling the truth?
I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
Now, if he's rolling insight,
Yep.
there's a part of me that believes that Fenwick is probably going to just murder him. Because I don't know Fenwick. He just, statistically, Fenwick likes to murder things.
Statistically, Fenwick's only done what we've agreed on.
Oh, I know.
At all.
Fenwick's no more murderous than the rest of us.
True. He's just
I'm more
good at what he
successful.
does.
Yeah, that's all.
Yes.
He's more efficient.
He's just good at what he does.
That's all.
And he's quick.
He's like the Wolverine of the team, you know?
He's like / next.
And if it helps anybody's judgment towards me, I've expressed no emotion since you've met me. At all.
Nope.
Everything I've done has been a completely neutral expression on my face.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be done.
Well, with that, Arkin, it says, I will tell you of the heart of Lizard, and you will let me go. Yes?
I'm translating that too.
I will say. I'll nod, yeah.
I'll drop my hand with the knife away from his neck, but I'm standing flying because he's tall next to him.
I'll specify too that like we want no trouble. So if he runs off and tells people, a lot of his people are probably going to die. It's best if we just lay it low, wait like 2 hours for us to leave, and we'll be done.
Very well. If you head down the path to the west, the third or fourth passage will lead to the heart of the lizard.
Okay. Sorry about your friend.
Okay, with that, kind of just backs up back where it was, up against the wall, trying to put the butcher table between you all.
Well, we're heading.
So we're heading down.
Yeah, it said to go this way, didn't it?
It's
He pointed
the
down.
west.
He pointed down in this direction. Keep on trucking, everybody.
Oh, I see something.
It looks like death.
Arkin, would you like me to mend your injuries?
Are you able to move those lights?
I'm working out. Is that sorry?
I
She's
can't
like
move my
surrounded by these
character.
people.
I just can't move my character.
I will ask
I just-
Arkin if he wants me to amend his injuries.
So is that something you can do?
I'm trained in many arts. Healing is amongst them.
Sure.
I'm gonna pull out one of my my healing kit, my herbalism kit and my healing kit. You have to agree to burn one of your hit dice, but I can heal you.
All right, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, is that D6 you roll?
I have a D6 and a D8.
Oh,
Two.
then I'll use the biggest one.
Sweet.
I'm gonna see if this works if I target you like this. And unarmed attack.
I want to say something to Talbot as we're going.
Oh, did that work?
Oh, yes.
Not yet.
I think
It says damage rolls, probably not.
Oh, well, you get 7
Please
heals.
back from health. Thank you.
You're very welcome. While I'm binding your wounds, Arkin, I'm going to just say, I would like to applaud you on your interrogation techniques. I have been training on those for many years. That was quite an effective maneuver. Threatening his friend always works.
Yeah, it really does. Thanks. I'll get Finwick if he weirdly where he's kind of treating my injury and we're making conversation. I never thought of it before. Can I get him to roll like perception?
Get Finn.
Eddie may know why, but I'm just curious where he's like this
go
close.
ahead. Finwick, roll perception, and you set your own DC if you know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's
Johnny, go for it.
yeah.
By all means.
Oh yeah.
Most pretty good.
I'm going to whisper you something, Steve.
Okay. Yeah. I like whispers.
And don't forget to slash WAS.
Yeah.
And to pop
my
up, you'll
keyboard's
get
in French.
hit Control and Shift at the same time. Fancy, did you say you were going to do something before I told you about the lights? Yeah.
So as we're kind of like coming down this cave way, I'm going to kind of come up to Talbot. I think he was lying about where the algae was. But there were so much things being said. Did you get a take on him?
I got the opposite impression, that he was truthful to a point, but just withholding details. Details we now have.
True. All right. It's weird.
We'll find out if he was honest or not, soon enough.
I guess we will.
Gives a nod. I walked away.
Have you sent your whisper yet? Because I haven't received it. If you did,
and check off the GM too. I'd like to see what you're whispering. Unless you're trying to keep it from me, which would be weird.
Nope. Both of you are. Both of you are there.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, just while that's sort of going on, just sort of speaking to Zaylin and Jay, just sort of like looking north. It's like, what do you make of that?
Oh. It kind of looks green to me.
Yeah, I don't know if green mist is friendly mist.
Yeah. Doesn't look good. Can I make a check to see what that is? Is that something natural or like what it actually is?
Yeah, roll a nature check to see if it's a natural type of fog that might appear. Because you don't know, there's could be spores from mushrooms and things in caves, right? So.
Ooh, I rolled pretty good. 22.
Based on that, I will add a word into my description of what you see, okay?
Okay.
The area is filled with an unnatural green fog that blankets the room. But strangely, the fog does not extend into the hallway. Faint voices speaking in draconic language echo within the fog. Every few seconds, sending a shiver down some of your spines. The combination of the voices and the fog creates an unsettling atmosphere. And though the details are a bit obscured, you can make out piles of gold, silver, and copper beneath the fog, along with a few chests and assortment of other shiny objects.
Clearly a trap of some sort. Perhaps something tied to this spirit totem. Perhaps the dead lay there.
Oh, perhaps. Is that the sort of thing we should run towards or away from?
For now, I think it's best to go away. We follow that recipe. We should learn how to obtain what we need.
Okay, off we go.
Okay. Now, is Finwick and Arkin done their interaction? I know there was like a whisper or whatnot. I didn't know if that sort of continued into anything else, though.
Yeah, it was just sort of something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to skip. I know this is sort of what was happening while that interaction was happening, so I didn't want to sort of skip ahead if you guys need to do anything.
Now, if he said anything, we could continue it. But I was just saying something he noticed. It's up to him.
Well, I think
He
you're...
doesn't say anything to you while it's happening.
All right, you move on, I guess. It's as if you do not know. The bonfire was just removed.
Okay, so we're just going as far west as we can go, but he said it was the third or fourth passage to the west.
Oh, does that mean we should go down further? This way?
I guess we keep going west, though.
Okay.
Northern tunnel there. I guess we'll keep going west until see where it goes.
Mel, do you always click and drag?
Yeah,
You can use your arrow keys.
it's fine.
Zipping around.
Hold on, let's try this.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
There's a passage there, so I think that's the second Well,
I think it's third, isn't it?
I think this would be the third, and this is the fourth.
Oh, they
So
are.
one of
quite similar.
these, so one of these could be. Yeah, I sort of see why he was sort of wondering which. So, shall we split up?
Okay. Let me describe what you see as you're coming down there. You pass by one tunnel, you couldn't see up in there, you just ignored it, kept on coming down here. This way, the paths ahead are strangely laid out with a narrow 5-foot stone divider separating them. Each path extends for about 20 feet before merging or continuing further into the tunnel. This unusual layout stands in a stark contrast to the more straightforward tunnels that you've encountered so far.
So between the two, there may be some traps or a correct way to move forward. I think we should take caution. So looking down, I guess looking here. I guess I'm going to look for traps or anything like this, see if it's safe to continue up to at least the next joining passage. So would that be, I guess, a perception where I'm looking for something that I don't know is there? Or would that be investigation? I think investigation is when you're getting more details from something you see. I think that's the difference between them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Okay. Perception check.
You do not
16.
notice anything out of the ordinary with that roll.
Okay, I'll go first just to check.
Okay, stop.
Oh.
I'm joking. I'm just messing with you.
Forward, stop.
Okay. Seems safe.
I'm just
Falls
jerking with you.
immediately. Oh wait, but I do need a light source. Are we able to send a light source with me?
I can, but I just lost one behind a wall. So
I'm following you up.
Okay, so I'm here. So I see there's a passage to connect to the other side and one ahead. So looking in front of me, I'll make another perception check.
Okay.
So. That's 16 again. So the passage in front of me, if I kept going straight, does that appear to be safe?
Yeah. You just see you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep going.
Stop. go back.
Jerk.
Go back.
Go! Oh, you were serious? Warrior
Yeah.
cries wolf.
Yep. So, as soon as you step up there, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
What was the DC?
I'm not telling you.
It's okay.
But I know what it is.
Wait, it's been a while since I had to roll a saving throw. Do I
Right.
click on the actual stat? Oh no, right over here. Here it is. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a
Okay,
section.
Constitution. You said?
Yeah.
Okay. That one.
oh my god.
Oh no.
Okay.
Thomas, damn.
No. Did I? Okay, I meant to roll 2. I just didn't click it right. So, 5, 6, 7. You suffer 8 necrotic damage. So what you guys see is as Talbot steps forward. Out of nowhere, just a blast of purplish magical energy just literally comes out of nowhere, fills this section of the hallway. So where you are and 2 more steps ahead of you. So that little stretch until it branches off again, essentially. That whole area just goes with a big flash of purple, and then it just disappears again. And you just feel that horrible pain as necrotic energies go through you. So I will make you take 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
My eyes deceived me. And I sort of like stagger back. Okay, let's try this way.
Brother,
Light. I'm fine. Okay. Perhaps some assistance going forward would be wise.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, we're going forward? I thought we were going back.
No.
Jeez,
There's a passage connecting to the other side, so.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. You're
Well,
in the dark.
Arkin?
I never actually moved back. I never actually moved back there.
Okay.
No, because I just had to try to figure out where my lights are to.
Okay.
All right.
Assuming this is safe, I'm not even going to bother checking. I'm just going to boop.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
everyone move in position. So Arkin, you're not actually there, right?
No, I'm trying to figure out how to take all of my lights with me. Because I'm going around all these zigzaggy turns.
Oh, just move them one at a time. You're not going to be able to select and drag. You're just going to make them all disappear.
I think I might be able... I can't overlap them. Yeah.
I know
I'll
there's
do that.
4 of them, but can you just make 1 for now? Because we're not going to need more than 1 until something comes up down there.
Yeah, I'll leave one behind.
So right here, I'm
Okay, I'll have the
going
light
to
source.
make another perception check. If anyone
I'll
wants to
assist.
assist. There we go. Let's see. Perception, advantage.
Oh, thank goodness.
21.
21? I don't even know.
I swear to God, if you're making level 2 characters deal with DCs higher than 20,
Yeah. For reasons. I will say
You shouldn't have murdered them.
with a 21,
They were given a choice.
I will let you know that you... All I'm going to tell you at a 21 is that you do see some scuffed obsidian footprints up ahead.
so, but I don't see any signs of traps, is what I was looking for.
Oh, no, you don't see anything of traps. No.
Well, footprints might mean that the area is traveled.
Is good.
Okay, so I'm going to go forward.
Oh, go ahead. You step forward, and you're good.
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to make another perception check to the passage in front of me again.
Assisted.
Don't. Oh, yeah, it's a light. That's always running past me. Like, no!
I'm not playing bricks this time.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Bricks would have
let's
just
do
ran right up through the hallway.
Perception.
Fancy
It's
just
everywhere.
flies over all their heads. What you guys looking at?
Okay, 26. What does a 26 tell me?
26. I will say that you see a footprint this way.
And do they look like... With a 26, can I see if they continue north?
Nope, you only got the one right here.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to assume that this is safe. So I'm just going to need some light.
Oh, yeah, hold on. It's back there.
It's okay. I'll just wait.
Aziz, light.
Oh, can I be dropping bolts pointing which way we came?
Oh, that's a good idea. Just in
Sure.
case when we come back.
Yep. Leaving your breadcrumbs?
Leave my breadcrumbs.
All right.
Okay.
Clever idea.
I'm not
Yeah.
actually down one. I'm just there.
Yeah, you're only behind me, just sort of, yeah.
All right.
Okay. Where does it like to go? Oh, this is the... Oh, I think this is the end of the passage. Oh. That's neat. Okay. think we're through it now.
Thanks to some very high perception tests.
Yes, thank you, brother.
You're welcome, brother.
I would say you are very perceptive, right? In general, you're proficient in it, aren't you? Or like expertise?
Doubly proficient.
That's what I mean. You normally and going through there. I mean, you're peering with your eyes through those tunnels, and you're shocked that you're not seeing any trap. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing there. You're lucky you've seen the footprints.
Yeah. They are thorough.
All right, so let's see. In here, as you step in, you see ahead of you a statue of a shamanistic-looking lizardfolk positioned overlooking an altar that's in front of it. There appears to be etched writing in Draconic at the base of the statue. At the statue's heart is a socket holding a small, dark purple crystal. The stone altar before it bears long, dried bloodstains. 14 carved stone pillars are scattered throughout the room, some of which have been toppled over, and these pillars are adorned with hieroglyphs.
The Draconic.
It's just pictures. I'm guessing you said they're hieroglyphics.
Yeah, they're pictures, but I mean you can look at them closer if you want, but they're not like in a written language. They're symbols and images and stuff, right?
Okay, sort of like move on in and just sort of see. So I'm just trying to remember the picture that was shown to us before from the book. It was someone holding was it like a brown stick?
You mean in front of the lizard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do any of these pillars have an image similar to that, or anything that might sort of give us an idea of what that stick was?
Well, you're all going to size up these nice pillars here.
I guess this would be like investigation checks?
Well, no. I'll describe what you see here. They're drawn enough that you can pick out some details without any rolls. So, 14 carved stone pillars are scattered throughout the room. And these pillars are illustrating Lizardfolk's rich history and culture. And let's see. They show some dynamic scenes of Lizardfolk engaged in various activities, including grand feasts. They're all wearing ceremonial garb, and some of them just have them like they're scenes of significant battles. And it just seems like it's almost like record keeping of some events that have happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much what you see.
But that one gem in the heart of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that?
Statue's right here.
Okay, perfect.
And there's the
in the
altar
statue.
in front of it.
How tall is that statue?
It's pretty big. Probably about 15 feet high.
Take caution, brother. I feel there's more to this than meets the eye.
And there is writing, as I mentioned, in Draconic on it. But of course, only Arkin can read that.
I can go read it.
Okay. You read it, and it says, Zathric's spirit will guide us forevermore.
Yeah, I'll say that out loud as I read it.
And there is the small dark purple crystal in a socket in the place where the statue's heart would be.
Eddie, how much blood is on the altar? Like, does it look like it's used for ritual sacrifice amount of blood, or does it look like less blood than that?
You can investigate for me if you like. I'll give
I'd
you
love to.
a better answer based on your roll.
Can you spell the name in chat?
Zathric.
Hey.
With a roll of 12, it's just long dried blood. It looks like it hasn't been used in quite some time. And the blood is kind of random. It doesn't seem to have... With the 12, no, it doesn't seem to have much rhyme or reason to it that you can tell. It's possible that it might be used for sacrifices, but...
Does this statue... I guess I'll get to the point what I wanted to ask. The way this statue looks, is there a depiction of this same figure anywhere on the hieroglyphics? Like the same figure it may be representing is what I'm going to say. Like, do I see like anything with like any similar robes? Because I know you mentioned that it shows different battles and their history and culture. Is there anything representing possibly this figure on any of these pillars?
Yes. You closely investigate now because there's so many of these, right? You can imagine 14 pillars totally covered in these things. And as you spend more time looking at it, you do see several, the same figure that is the statue is made out of is on several different pillars. Some is involved in battles, and some it has a bunch of Lizardfolk just bowing down to this figure. And you see also a large lizard-like creature similar to what was depicted in the book, except there is no stick in the hand, but you see a large legged lizard creature that is kind of like sitting down, and this figure is like riding it.
Alright.
And to answer your question, Arkin, yeah, that's what
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I go look around the statue with Arcana for any signs of anything like magical runes or like magical-ish traps?
Yep. Sure.
Not mundane. I'm not looking mundane.
Yeah, I know. You're doing Arcana, so it's more looking for any kind of magical traps, yeah. So many nat ones tonight, guys.
Nope.
If you rolled in the box, it would have been like, oh, it's totally trapped. No. There's traps everywhere. But no, you're looking at it. You don't have a clue. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. No traps at all.
I guess I'll see if there's any mundane traps. Like, whether it's correct or not, Talbot strongly feels that if we remove that crystal without due caution, it's going to trigger something, either magical or mundane. So he's going to see if it's going to activate anything mundane, because he has no experience with the arcane.
Before you walk away from me, I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder and say, let me bind your injuries, brother.
Oh, if you insist.
I do. What's your hit dice? You'll have to burn one.
D10.
D10, nice. Okay, and I'm going to push the healing button. I don't think it works when I target you, so I'm just going to do this and say...
Just do one of your uses, and then he'll have the manually apply it.
Not great, but heal 4.
It's okay.
You want me to do it, or you got it?
Yeah, you do it, because I'm not sure if I do it... Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if it would change the maximum, or if it would change the... Okay.
Now you're only barely injured.
It's okay.
A few screws.
Yeah, so I'm going to go up. I'm going to take caution approaching, but I am going to... Just more or less like I'm seeing if there's like anything that might trigger a trap when this gem is removed. Now, where I'm studying that, I can understand if you want this to be an investigation check. This seems more investigation.
I use investigations when you're up like this, looking over.
Yeah, so my investigation isn't as good, but I still want to attempt this. Let's see. Okay, 11.
Well, after it getting looked over in both Arcana and natural means, it appears untrapped.
Not seeing anything. But
not either.
You know, these Lizardfolk are cleverer than they appear.
Yeah, and the hallway was full of murder clouds.
Yes, that was sort of what I was implying.
Okay. Let's move back. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand. And I'm going.
This is a toppled statue thing. I'm just gonna, because I'm halfling size, gonna creep behind it.
Yeah.
And narratively,
cover.
I think Arkin, we said since it's your feet telepathy, it's fair to say it's like just telekinesis.
Yeah.
We'll just treat it like you're Jean Grey, like.
Nice.
But if somebody can see the invisible, they can see the invisible sonic force moving it, of course. But
yeah. Where is it? Mage Hand, range of 30 feet. So, let's see. If I was right. This is where the gem is too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of space.
Right there.
That's only 25
yeah.
away.
So we're all in the line. I'm gonna pluck it out.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh.
On the cliffhanger of what will happen when you pull out the gem.
That's a good place to end it.
Alright everybody, the next episode will be here on the screen if it's available at this time. Otherwise, if you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button, comment down below, let me know your thoughts on the adventure, share this with your friends if you want to help this channel grow, and as always, stay in the light.